Yeah. Ho, ho, ho. I can make it rain, yeah, if you twerk for Santa. If you twerk for Santa. If you twerk for Santa. I can make it rain, yeah, if you twerk for Santa. If you twerk for Santa. If you twerk for Santa, huh? For Santa. For Santa.
Ho, ho, ho. Every single day, that's all I see. I gotta go, go, go. Pop bottles while chilling up in the keys and make it snow, snow, snow. Kicking and ripping while up in the light. Trick up the liquor, there's no giving back. Fist bump the air while we blaze on the track. We get your girl, make you wanna attack, but you can't do that cause I run with my pack. Larger than stacks, I'm making that racks. Girls twerking that cat, I'm hitting that grass. Give me some of that Christmas spirit. If you talking that crap, I don't wanna hear it. Just work that back, earn that cash. I'm gonna take off, so give me clearance.
I can make it rain, yeah, if you twerk for Santa. If you twerk for Santa. If you twerk for Santa. I can make it rain, yeah, if you twerk for Santa. If you twerk for Santa. If you twerk for Santa, huh? For Santa. If you twerk for Santa, I throw a couple bands up, popping back that thing up. They call me Papa Rubber Banner. I could pay your rent up, only deal with pros. No time for beginner. North Pole is where you enter. Ice cold as the winter. If you good, you can get a present. I'm not a legend, want that cake, breakfast and supper and dinner. Hot boy, but my jewelry could bring the winner. I can make it rain, yeah, if you twerk for Santa. If you twerk for Santa. If you twerk for Santa. I can make it rain, yeah, if you twerk for Santa. If you twerk for Santa. If you twerk for Santa, huh? For Santa. For Santa.
What kind of thing can you do for Saint Nick? Move your body, go show me your tricks. Girl, you looking all sided. Pretty young thing with a nice fit body. The way you move them hips got me feeling jolly, jolly. I got a bag full of gifts. Show me how good you done been. Rudolph over to represent. Merry Christmas, the day too fair for the Archie and Batman and fat blue flips. Jump in my sleigh, finna take a trip. Right cheek, left cheek, control that snow. G all the way up, twerking on the low pole. Like that, Gucci, that go, no dough. Twerk looks at the get
I can make it rain, yeah, if you twerk for Santa. If you twerk for Santa. If you twerk for Santa. I can make it rain, yeah, if you twerk for Santa. If you twerk for Santa. If you twerk for Santa, huh? For Santa. For Santa.
Listening to the sneakerheads.
Oh shit alert, Louis clothes, calling when existence, Louboutins and Gucci shows. Well, I guess that goes my movie shows.
What is up, man? Episode 150. We are late as hell. It was like 11:45. Okay, I am late as hell. Okay, I'm sorry. I am late.
Late as hell-ish.
Hellish. There you go, hellish.
Well, I. Almost 12-ish. The show's supposed to start at 11-ish.
I know, yeah, that's crazy. My fault though. Like the power went out, like a tree fell down, took out the power.
We started to look on the power grid to see if you were telling the truth.
I mean, you can, I guess. I don't know how you would go about looking that up.
You just go onto. You can just look up your zip code, and it'll show me if your power was really out.
Oh, okay. I mean, you want me to?
No. I'm just saying. Next time you want to use that as an excuse.
I've only used
this. HR talking.
I know. Jeez. 3 years in the show, and I've only used this excuse once, which is today. And
I'm just letting you know.
I got to verify.
Just letting you know. Do you have documentation to prove that your power was
out? My God. Gee, this is like a real job now.
Mm-hmm. So if anybody wants to fact check Caesar.
What's your zip code?
Hit me up in the DM, and I'll give you his address.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. That's the last thing I need. Some handing out our listeners' address. Or handing out
social security number, too.
That, too?
Yeah.
Oh, man. Date of birth and everything. Man, mother's maiden name. Let me just get this out the way. So,
who are you?
Well, yeah. Okay, let's introduce the show first, and then let's get this. I'll just get this over with. So anyway, in case you just stumbled across the show, I am the Afrikan Caesar.
All hail Caesar, Emperor of Rome, monarch of the Roman Empire, ruler of the world.
Yes.
Hail Caesar! Hail Caesar! Hail Caesar!
And White Ranger just made me aware that there's no wrestling music this week for Francis. So yay!
Looking good, Francis. Well rested. Like you've been pitching, not catching.
Sweet.
Out of here.
Oh. He's quitting the show because he didn't get his music. And then, of course, we got HR.
Thank you.
I wish I had my music. I mean, I'm not a wrestler, but I like to pretend to be one.
Pretty much. That's how I go through life.
Like everybody pretends at one point in time pretends to wrestle or be a wrestler.
I get out the shower.
It's like a rite of passage.
You're on NXT though, right?
No, I'm way lower.
Oh,
oh wow,
I'm
you
not
like
on NXT yet?
Man, see, not even a Brooklyn brawler. He just
more like backyard wrestling.
God. And then of course we got our HR in the building. The sneaker.
How's business? Booming. Like.
I swear, it's like I forget that they're until it plays, and then it's just like the most annoying sound ever. All right, so this is the Sneaker Box Podcast with Sneaker Birdie Detroit. 150? Yeah. 3 years in the making. That is a long time. Yeah, it's the what now?
It's the Sesquicentennial.
Man, say that 5 times fast. I just want to see
Sesquicentennial, 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 Sesquicentennial.
Ah, he stumbled there. Stumbled there.
It's pronounced Gordon.
That was pretty good though. I don't even know if I can get 2 out.
You couldn't even say toy boat twice.
I couldn't. Sequins.
You writing that down?
I just Googled it.
Sequin testicle. What this is? This show is going off the tracks already. This is the Sneaker Box Podcast with Sneaker Birdie Detroit, a part of the Crepatech family. What's the point of spending all that money on your shoes if you're not going to keep them clean long enough to get your money's worth? Practice safe stunting. Go to crepatech.com and get your shoes some protection. Also, make sure to follow us on social media. You can follow us on Instagram at @thesneakerbox_podcast. Follow us on Twitter at @thesneakerbox_. And you can follow us on Facebook by simply looking up the Sneaker Box Podcast page. And if you'd like to talk to us live, which wouldn't be today because for whatever reason, our phone...
The power is out.
Yeah, the power is out. Let's just go
with that. A tree fell on the phone lines,
let's just go with that.
So they're not up.
But any other day, I'm sorry, you can call us at 888-799-5267. I just lost my train of thought. Oh, so yeah, you really want to start following us on social media because I'm allowing you guys to vote for a Fab Five. So if you really, really want your shoe to make it to the Fab Five or even number 1, it is up to you to vote and get your friends.
I want to speak to a state trooper. I want to speak to President Trump.
What? Who is that?
That was the ball kid calling from China.
Are you? Oh wow.
Wait,
wow.
This is a random fact, but people were trying to like tweet hate at the dude's dad or whatever. What's his name?
LeVar.
Yeah, they were trying to tweet stuff at him, but they kept tweeting it at the guy from Reading Rainbow. Cause
oh,
that's his name.
LeVar Burton.
They kept tweeting him, and it's like not the right person.
Wouldn't it be funny though?
Like it's just Reading Rainbow.
Why
like man.
But why is the first image that pops in my head is him looking at Twitter with those stupid glasses he wore in Star Trek? Yeah.
Rainbow.
Oh my God. Yeah, you were showing your age. You're not even that old.
Right.
All
Reading
right.
Rainbow's not that old.
It is pretty. When was the last time Reading Rainbow came on TV?
I don't know. I'm sure White
like
Ranger
1990
will tell
something.
us.
I know he's looking it up right now.
I'm sure he'll tell us.
I'm sure. I'm surprised he didn't have that like information at the top of his head.
People were tweeting hate at him, and that wasn't.
That was hilarious. Speaking of which, I am waiting to see what happens with this investigation. Things got real sticky, icky for Trump and company. So keep your eyes peeled for that. But anyway, I'm going to just get this over with.
I can go twice as high.
Oh my God.
Take a look. It's in a book. A reading rainbow.
This sounds. First of all, I mean, I gotta say it's smooth, but it sounds like 80s right here.
What? That's actually a terrible guess. Well, no, it's actually not a bad guess. June 6th, 1983 to November 10th, 2006. I think that was the year after Sneaker Girl was born.
I think so, too. She's only, what, 12, 11?
I was 12 like 3 years ago when we started the show.
You haven't aged a bit.
Man.
You like the Simpsons characters. Like, they just forever, Bart's forever like 10.
Yeah, I guess so. But
I
used to watch the Reading Rainbow.
He should be having like a family of his own at this point, but he's still out there just terrorizing the neighborhood.
On the skateboard.
All right, can we get this over with? Because I'm telling you.
Get what over with?
So I lost the bet. I lost the bet.
What?
I lost the bet.
Is he even listening? He better.
Oh
no, he's up here.
Is he?
Yeah.
Is he? Oh no, he was ready for this.
That's what he said. I'm waiting for the Buckeye battle cry.
Okay, so I lost the bet to Buckeye City Soul. We had a bet on the Michigan-Ohio State game. I probably would have won had Acorn not been born. And so anyway, we were in the game, but of course Acorn had to revert back to his old self and turn into a piece of trash. Is he saying anything?
No, he's waiting.
Waiting for what?
Waiting for you to do whatever you got to do.
Are you supposed to say something too? Were
I
you supposed to wear a shirt?
read the. Do I gotta sing these stupid lyrics? Do I gotta start the song over? Start it over, I guess.
But you don't even know like how it goes, so how are you gonna sing?
I'm just gonna. I don't care enough to like say. I'm just gonna read the lyrics because I promised I would do it.
No, you gotta. I thought you had to sing it.
This is the dumbest fight song, by the way, I've ever heard. Ohio State across the field. Fight the team across the field. Show them Ohio's here. Set the earth reverberating with a mighty cheer. Rah, rah, rah. Hit them hard and see how they fall. Never let that team get the ball. Hail, hail, the gang's all here. So let's win that old conference now. In old Ohio, there's a team that's known throughout the land. 11 warriors, brave and bold.
Rah, rah, rah.
Whose fame will ever stand. And when the ball goes over, our cheers will reach the sky. Ohio field will hear again the Buckeye battle cry. Oh, this is so stupid. Drive down the field. Listen, let's jump in trying to cover his ears right now. Drive on down the field. Men of the scarlet and gray. Don't let them through that line. We got to win this game today. Come on, Ohio. Smash through to victory. We cheer you as you go. Our honor defend. We will fight to the end for Ohio. Oh, this is dumb. My soul just died. I felt my soul. My soul just left my body.
Yes.
This will be a better Ohio State fight song right here. Can you imagine the team running out to that to this music?
Giving out books to the crowd.
I know. There's kids in line just waiting to get books by Ohio players.
Sadly, those players can't read, so
exactly,
that's why they're giving out the books.
That's why Ohio's, but the way is so short. It's short and sweet. Oh, my God. Man.
That's low-key like a really lit song.
Well, I know it is pretty lit. I actually want to.
It's real jazzy. Like, it's not, now, like, theme songs for kids are really childish, but this is like a real.
I'm saying if I'm just chilling at home,
it's a soulful song.
It is. I'm just trying to like.
When you're reading on the toilet, Caesar, like, would you listen?
What? First of all, we're just gonna assume that I read on the toilet.
Yeah, you probably just play on your phone.
I do. I just play games, specifically dominoes.
I've been playing.
Why? I don't even know why.
You got a table in there to do that?
No, I'm not actually pulling out down. Like I pull up a TV table and just start playing against myself. No, there's apps on the phone. There's a game.
Your phone can hold
oh my God.
Okay, so Buckeye says he didn't hear singing. He heard reading.
Man, look, I'm not. No,
he's not.
No, that's as much as he's getting out of me.
I don't.
He's lucky I even did that. I wanted to renege on his bet so bad.
I just asked him if you want.
Okay, Randall.
And I'm wearing Ohio State colors.
Okay, Randall.
Oh yeah, I was about to Randall this whole bet. I am wearing my Ohio State colors. Let that go on the record, please. Can you verify that I'm wearing gray, scarlet, and white? Or
He's
gray,
wearing
red, and
maize
white?
and
It's well, he's also wearing the Red Wings colors, which are.
Because I don't have any Ohio
white,
State. He told me as long as I
think
wear Ohio
that
State colors,
perfectly passes.
Thank you.
Yes,
I'm asking him right now.
It's a technicality, but
he
it
said
passes.
Ohio State colors. He didn't say I didn't have they don't sell Ohio State crap up here. So
I know Ohio State's in the top, but what about the top 5 shoes?
Yes.
Now can you say a city like hell?
Now, see, that's a fight song. See, that's a song right there. I don't know what Ohio State.
I don't know. I still don't know what's going on right now, but I'm just enjoying you. And I totally put a video up of you on the Instagram. Singing.
Did you?
Yeah.
Oh, you son of a.
That's gonna be there for like 24 hours.
Man, I know. I gotta delete.
I just changed the password too.
I knew he was gonna say that. I knew. All right, man. The Sneaker Box Fab 5 releases from the previous week.
The Fab 5.
Fab 5.
The Fab 5.
The Fab 5.
The Fab 5.
Top 5, top 5, top 5.
I saw it in my dreams. 5, 5, 5.
Brought to you by 8 and 9 Manufacturing Company. 8 and 9 where quality meets design. Check out the collection of sneaker-based apparel by going to the website at 8and9.com. That's the numbers 8 and the word 9. The numbers 8 and 9, but the word and, so it's 8 and 9. Make sure to use promo code TSBP to save yourself an extra 20% off of your purchase. All right, so number 5, we have the Adidas Yeezy 350 Boost V2 Beluga 2.0. That got 51 votes. Oh, what was going on? I got 51 votes on Instagram.
I think 5 is a good spot for it.
I think so too.
Yeah, because it wasn't.
I mean,
like,
well,
it's better than
if
the
it has to be
yellow
on a
one.
list, yeah.
I mean, I seen what else was up, and I was like, ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it was going against stiff competition this week.
Yeah, a lot of supplies. So
Yeah.
There you go.
So according to this list, Yeezy did not jump over the Jumpman. So that's number 5. Number 4, we have the Don C. I know these graphics are great.
It's sequential.
Yeah.
They're to celebrate these
squid essential
something.
The substantial.
The squidly something from SpongeBob SquarePants.
Number 4, we have the Don C Nike Air Force One High Hybrid.
You got those?
By the way, I think that was another favorite of Sneaker Girls was SpongeBob SquarePants.
Oh, I guarantee
That's
it.
been on forever though. That's probably gotta be like the longest running kids adult show.
Kids adult show. The Don C.
How's the quality?
Oh, it's great.
You got a pair?
Yeah, it's
for free.
No, I paid.
Were they seated?
But they well worth it. He probably could have charged $300 for these shoes, and it would have been totally worth it still.
Wow.
The quality is that great.
I mean, I don't doubt it. I mean, he's known for his quality.
Oh yeah.
If anything, this Don C shoe got 53 votes on Instagram. Number 3 coming in with 78 votes on Instagram. we got the Cause Special Edition Air Jordan Retro 4 Black.
Did you get those?
No, they only came out to a 14. So
I tried.
So
You tried to get both the shoes in the same.
I know. I tried to get most of the stuff on this list.
Oh.
But no, I tried for these, but the site was really weird that morning. And
because you had to go in for draw on the Cause website.
Yeah, so you had to select your size and then drop it into your cart or something. But
yeah, I heard a lot of frustration.
It wasn't letting me add any to it. It added to a cart and then just reset back to the main page. And then by the time it was gone, the raffle or whatever was closed like within 12 minutes.
Yeah, it sounded like they were woefully unprepared.
There was an agreement that you had to click on prior to, and there was a little part of it that said that when by agreeing to purchase these, you won't resell them, which is a weird.
What?
It was a weird line in the agreement.
That's stupid. How would you enforce that? Yeah, like come on, that's
unless
you know damn well people are gonna resell that.
Yeah, I mean you could it's your he could go on eBay and apply for like Vero against resellers all day and just screw with people's eBays. That would be hilarious.
I mean, but how much time would that take? Like, honestly,
a Vero, you can just submit if it's your company. You can submit it to eBay, and eBay will shut down every listing with the word "cause" in it.
Really?
Yeah, and then as a seller, you'll get a Vero message that says that you're not authorized.
But they don't have to sell it through eBay though.
No,
but
it'd be funny if you did it.
No, it would. I mean, no, it would be funny, but
and I wouldn't put it past them.
What?
Why do you have like the world's oldest ringtone?
Right.
Man, what?
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I mean, it wouldn't be the first time that caused.
That guy doesn't even work for that company anymore. He switched companies. Yeah.
Because I don't think about my ringtone. Like I got my phone. I was just happy to have the phone. I wasn't thinking like, okay, what cool ringtone could I
Droid life.
Yeah. I mean, it wouldn't be the first time Cause threw a fit over some shoes. So.
Yeah. But
I just think it's ridiculous, though. I just, you know.
It doesn't come in your size, so what does it matter?
No, I mean, it didn't. You're right. It doesn't matter. Just the idea, though, that you're going to make people sign some type of promise.
I'm sure nobody read it, though. Everybody was like, whatever, agree, click.
Nobody reads any of that. Like, you could have sold your soul multiple times to people.
I mean, after shipping, the shoes are still $380, so, like.
Yeah.
Well, this was number 3.
Yeah. That was number 3, coming in at 78 votes on Instagram. Number 2, which I'm actually kind of surprised by this.
Got a new one.
Hey, the Rockefeller Special Edition Nike Air Force One Low. This one came in at 81 votes.
Try to get these?
I got those.
You got those too?
Yeah.
Honestly, I got to say this. Not that I don't like the shoe, because it looks like it's premium leather and all that good stuff, right? But let's be real,
it looks
though.
Tumbled.
Right, it's tumbled.
Not as nice as Down Seas, but it's nice.
But I got to say this. It's basically a white Air Force One.
I knew you were going to call it lately.
But it's done like that on purpose.
Because they want to still be the
classic white on whites, yeah.
Okay.
And the Rockefeller logo on the heel tab and on the tongue is actually like a really dark blue. I don't know, Yankees or something. Okay. It's not black.
Okay.
It's like a really dark blue.
Okay.
So.
Right.
No,
how dark was it?
Really like, it's just like, oh, okay, it's a white Air Force One with the Rockefeller logo.
Notice the light-skinned guy talks about how dark it was.
I know, there is a theme to that. Yeah. But no, I was just, okay.
And the sock liner's like this Neil. It's a really nice put together shoe.
No, I mean, if y'all like it, I love it. I just
yeah, right.
Okay. White Air Force One made it to number 2. And then number 1 with 126 votes on Instagram. I feel like Michael Buffer just like announcing somebody's.
Don't do that. He was so
Yeah, I know. We have the Air Jordan Retro 1 OG Energy Go Top 3. I mean, surprise. Did anybody else think any other shoe would make it number 1 on this week?
No.
Right.
Yeah,
didn't we just find out what Energy means?
Isn't it like a company that's branding?
Yep.
But why would Nike need? Okay. I don't know.
I would put this at number 4 and then put the Yeezy underneath and then keep the list. Well, no, I don't think the Rockefeller should be number 1 either.
See, they see. You wouldn't make these number 1? What would be number 1 if to you?
Maybe the Dons or what was the other shoe? I forgot one of
them. Yeah, the Cause.
Oh, the Cause should be up there.
You think so?
Yeah.
I mean, these shoes go hard. I'm sorry. Like for me, like these are like my favorite shoe of the year. They must come in
your size.
They don't.
Nope, they skip right past it.
They don't.
Go straight to 19.
I know they go from like 13 to 19.
21.
But no, like these are honestly my favorite shoe of the year, let alone of the week.
Really?
Yeah.
That's a.
I love
you
ones.
voted like 20 times just so you could get.
I know. I created like these Kevin Durant like
your
accounts.
Troll accounts.
I don't really have a problem with this list though this week. I probably would put the Don C's at number 2. I would probably swap the Rockefellers for the Don C's.
I'd probably do that.
Yeah, that would be my own personal Fab 5. But other than that, I really don't have a problem with this list. There were a few notable mentions that I can't remember off the top of my head. I just remember looking last night like, oh, this would have been a nice shoe to add to the list. But it is what it is. But ugliest release of the week. Excuse me. Man.
Super ugly.
Yeah, the Vans special, or the opening ceremony special edition Vans plaid pack.
It's trash.
These are garbage, yo. Garbage.
Trash.
Yeah, I don't even know. Did you see the pictures of Sneaker Detroit though? The outfit. Look at his outfit that they've matched up with these shoes.
Super ugly.
Look at these pants.
Those are like Jinkos from the early 2000s.
What are those called?
Like, what are those pants Charlie Chaplin used to wear?
Button in the front.
I have no clue.
Expose some of your knee, like.
Like stripper pants.
If your knees get too hot, your shin gets too hot, you can just unbutton the bottom half of your pants. What are those pants? Remember those pants that like you could just like zip and turn into shorts instantly?
My summer outfit.
Oh, was that some? That sounds like some stuff you wear.
He was ready to play horse at any time.
Yeah. Right.
People walk around basketball.
Let me unzip my pants. My pants leg.
These are wild.
This
would be good if you were going to be like a schoolgirl for Halloween.
Tell me more.
I don't know. A White Ranger is.
All right, let's do this.
Yeah, he's paying full attention.
Schoolgirl?
He heard schoolgirl and just dropped whatever it was he was doing.
Country.
No, there's a restraining order, and I had to leave that one alone.
That restraining order only applies to this country, though.
Oh, cool. Let's travel.
I see what you did there.
You do not need Francis as your legal counsel. I can tell you that much.
Nope.
So you went to Harvard or Harvard on the Highway or?
Yes, Trump University.
Oh, okay.
Man, yeah. You are well.
Did you get your money back yet?
What?
No.
Why would I?
He will never see that money. That money is already
I
spent.
actually heard that they wanted to pay some more.
If anything.
And very important side news here. SpongeBob SquarePants. Do you know what his name originally was going to be?
Love to hear it.
SpongeBob SquarePants.
No, it was going to be SpongeBoy.
God.
Sesquicentennial.
I know, yeah. This.
And
how long was that meeting?
It was originally from a book called The Intertidal Zone.
What?
But I think that
SpongeBoy?
SpongeBoy was the main character in the Intertidal Zone.
That's so dumb. That's man.
Many of the ideas, this is of course from Wikipedia, so we all know how valuable that is, but many of the ideas for the series originated in an unpublished educational comic book titled The Intertidal Zone, which was created in 1989. Tidal, T-I-D-A-L. Yeah. And he began developing SpongeBob SquarePants into a television series in 1996 upon cancellation of Rocko's Modern Life.
That was a good show. Or do you remember the Angry Beavers?
Yes.
Yes.
I don't remember that show. I remember the show, but I don't remember watching it.
That was the first interracial friendship of
I'm going to turn myself into human resources right now.
Wow. Nah, that was so abrupt. No, I never watched that show though. Like I've heard of it.
And the SpongeBob series was originally going to be called SpongeBoy Ahoy.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Man, life would be so much different if that was the
Sadly, SpongeBob Ahoy and SpongeBoy Ahoy and SpongeBoy the name were already both trademarked, so somebody already has those.
Man. Somebody, count your blessings, because somebody, you lucked up.
Those were about to be my wrestling names.
SpongeBoy Ahoy.
SpongeBoy Ahoy.
Yes.
SpongeBoy.
Yes.
Oh my
Hello?
gosh.
Oh my goodness. All right, so anyway, let's keep this show moving. SpongeBoy.
We're going to
Ahoy.
the future?
Yes, we're going
Hey,
to the
this is
future.
Michael Smith from ESPN, and you're listening to the Sneaker Box Podcast.
It's your boy DJ Clark Kent, Brooklyn's finest, New York Giants, the ATF General. You are listening to Sneaker Box Podcast on sneakerbardetroit.com.
If you want to make sure your shoes look just as fresh as when they came out the box, practice safe stunting and go to crepprotect.com and get your shoes some protection. All right, so we got a couple of shoes more than a couple. We got a few shoes that are coming out in the future with no set release date. First one we're going to start off with is this Air Jordan 9 boot, multicolor. They can keep those. They can keep those. I bet not ever see this on the shelf.
What specifically is making you want them to keep those?
The colorway. The colors. I've come to grips with, my thing is with.
They should just made the bottom gray.
Maybe that would have changed my opinion. I just feel like with Jordan brand, right? I get what they're trying to do with the whole, let's take the silhouette of the 9 or any silhouette of Air Jordan and turn it into a boot. However, everybody wants the retro. So I feel like Jordan brand does this periodically where they know we really, really want something and they'll give it to us, but they'll give it to us, they only give us part of it. So they give us 90% of what we want. So we want the retro 9, but let's turn it into a boot. And it's just give us the retro 9. Just give us the retro 9 as it was in its OG form. What's the point of this boot? Well, really, what's the point? There really is no point other than you just want to. I feel like they just sometimes want to screw with us. I think they sit around the table laughing at our reactions, knowing damn well that we wanted the retro 9, but they gave us some type of boot. However, I probably, after doing all this talking, I would probably end up getting the olive ones anyway. But I can guarantee you this multicolor colorway, I bet not ever see it on the shelf. I swear to God, I bet not see this on the shelf. Take that how you want to.
I'd
What?
I'd wear it.
Oh, God. Of course you would.
I'd wear it.
You like this shoe?
I'd wear it. I'm not gonna bash it. There's way worse.
No, there's way worse. I agree with you. It's way worse. I'm just saying, I bet not see it. I don't want to see this shoe along. If you want me to make a list of shoes I don't ever want to see on the shelf again, I will make that. I'll make that list for the next show.
Please don't.
But no, I don't sneaker girl opinion, yay, nay.
It'd be cute on an 8-year-old boy.
Are we going there? Are we going there, White Ranger?
Are
we going there?
I know. You gotta remember who's in the room.
My mind is so
Read the room.
And I just set that up, and
luckily he's distracted.
Yeah, luckily he's distracted.
Because that could have been.
We're talking about things that look good on an 8-year-old boy. Don't
no,
say.
No, we weren't. No, we weren't.
You guys don't want my mom.
He's throwing on the headphones. Oh, thank you, Sneaker Girl.
No.
Thank you for that.
Sorry. I think it's a good children's shoe. My bad.
Oh man, you got to really watch what you say.
Did I ever tell you my story about the midgets in China?
No, remind
after the show.
us to tell you. We'll remind you to tell us after the show.
We should. I swear to God, like I want to do a YouTube series.
We do like stories with White Ranger.
Yes, we should do a YouTube series with White Ranger stories. It is the funniest.
I'm telling you, Adventures in Rangerland.
Oh man. Whew. All right.
Do I get to wear a cowboy hat?
Ahoy, Ranger
anything you want
boy.
to.
Anything.
Anything.
Anything you want to or not want to wear.
It's your world. We're
He's
just living in
be
it.
Ahoy, Ranger boy.
Oh yeah, Ranger boy, ahoy. Man.
It might be taken already.
I know.
Yeah, I actually trademarked that name already.
Let's see, the next shoe is the Nike Hyper Adapt 1.0 pixelated.
Kill that
pop-up. Man.
Yeah, kill that.
Kill that pop-up.
Kill it.
Kill the pop.
Kill
The pop-up.
it.
The pop-up.
Kill it.
The pop-up. You keep saying yeah to. Can you?
Oh, okay.
Not the page. That pop-up.
What pop-up?
The big purple thing in the corner.
What? This? Oh, I didn't notice
Now
that.
you gotta go back to the other shoe.
I know.
It's a pixelated.
Yeah, it's a pixelated Hyper Adapt. I mean, trust me, it wasn't worth the time mentioning, but I did anyway.
My only problem with the Hyper Adapt is the price, though. I want another pair. I don't want to pay $7.
Yeah, I'm sorry. The shoe is not even that sweet. Like if it did not have the technology of, I guess, auto lacing, nobody would
no one
look at that shoe twice. And so basically, what you're paying for is the ability to not have to lace your own shoe, and $720 is not worth that to me. Sorry, but you look cool, I guess, if you have it. But I know a lot. I don't know. It's funny. I know a lot of people that look like they got money but broke. So I actually know somebody that has a pair of these but went broke getting it. And it's like, oh, okay, so you look like you have money but you don't really have any. So, it is what it is. I got the Air Jordan Retro 1 High OG Game Royal. Yep. I am still on the fence about these.
What is going on with this picture?
It's what is this? A sample or something?
What
or
is
it's just
that?
Unfinished sample? I guess they haven't glued it to the midsole yet. They couldn't bother. But
maybe they were testing out what kind of glue they wanted to use.
Elmer's but not so we.
Elmer's or what's that stuff in the can with the brush?
Gorilla Glue?
No.
Rubber cement?
Rubber cement.
Rubber cement. Yeah, I paint that on all the time. We could send those off to Nara. See if he can fix them.
That's probably what he uses, rubber cement.
Probably. I'm just honestly. I was talking to Guru about this yesterday. Like, some shoes need to just go back to the vault for a minute. I just feel like they're over. I'm done with the ones already.
I don't think this picture is a good representation of.
I think there's a small child in Vietnam that needs to go back to school to learn how to glue and put things together.
He wasn't in school because he was at the factory.
Or
there goes our Vietnamese listeners.
Or they just need to beat on them harder.
There goes our Vietnamese listeners. We just lost them.
You must be in Congress or something. I don't know.
He's a card-carrying Republican over here.
Man, I love this show.
Yeah. But I don't know. It's not that I hate this shoe. I just feel like they're just coming out with like so many ones.
Are ones just uncomfortable on your big toe or something?
No, they're very comfortable. I'm just burnt out on ones, period. I'm just like, okay, enough. You got like 30 silhouettes and you seem to come out with the only like 5 pairs of the same shoe.
All right.
So
it sounds like a personal thing, but that's fine.
No, it's just like, dude, like it's just a burnout. It's like, how many ones you gonna come out with? Just space it out. No. I mean, I'm just saying. Like every week is a new Air 1 coming out, or Air Jordan 1.
But you just put one at the top of the list. Like,
I didn't vote for it.
I'm just saying, but you said you would put it at the top.
No, that
of
one
the
is.
list.
I mean, that one is dope, but that doesn't mean I need like 100 of them every month. Jeez.
I had my morning coffee at the exclusive event.
Oh yeah, I know. Yeah, you and
Got a lot
Francis
of
exclusive dinner or breakfast party.
Event.
Yeah,
right.
Invite only.
Invite only.
Oh, it's no. Hashtag petty. The next shoe.
I didn't seem to get an invitation either, so don't feel left
There
out.
you go. See, White Ranger.
So that means you and the intern have
Yeah,
to
you
go
and
to
Julian.
an exclusive
The intern. He doesn't even have a name yet.
Wow.
Like,
That's messed up.
I was
intern.
gonna call him Julian, but I didn't know if he wanted to be like discreet and be just the intern. You know.
Or just the guy behind the curtain.
Yeah, it's like the guy with one name, but he has two. The intern.
The intern. We got the Air Jordan Retro 9 LA.
Are there gonna be a lot of 9s next year or something?
Yeah, it's gonna be the year of the 9. It looks like. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about these. I want to see these in person. I do like the outsole. I don't know. I'm feeling different right now. Yeah. So I don't know. We'll see as we get close to the release and actually see them in hand.
I'm just not understanding like who design. Like they're like, okay, just make the top black and the rest of it white. Like I just.
I know. A lot of the designs and releases seem so uninspired lately, but you know.
Well, that's totally inspired.
By
no.
By the rest of the nation.
This is going. The divide, how it's divided.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Right.
Black on top
What's the blue
and the white for the rest.
So you see how the white is creeping around the top anyways?
Yeah. Surrounding the black.
I love it when Julian just laughs in the back.
I know that. He has to share space with Riot Ranger for 2 hours every week.
That's punishment enough.
I know, yeah. This shoe, I think we brought it up in our text thread
I
during the
think
week.
the intern has these on.
Does he?
Not the obviously.
Not the new ones, but yeah, the ones that came out a few years ago. This is the Air Jordan Retro 3 Black Cement. This is the GS picture right here.
Yeah, I can tell. She's got some GS ankles.
Yeah, they.
Are those cankles?
I can't tell from that picture. But
Yeah, she's wearing pants.
do you know what a cankle is?
Yeah.
Okay, just making sure.
Cankle
Those aren't calves. Those are cattle.
I have so many things I got to say about this, and I know Guru would too if he was here. One of the things that bothers me is this back heel portion, how it's squared off, and it was like more rounded. Like I don't like because the whole point of them coming out with this shoe was to make it more like the OG, give it that remastered look. However, it looks like a fake. Like, oh, this picture does it no justice. This looks like honestly, this looks more like a fake than a real pair of threes. If somebody showed me this, I swear I'd be like, yeah, those are fakes. Get them out of here.
How tiny
and then the
are those?
bottom.
That's what I'm saying. That could be like a size 4 or 5 or
That's
something.
what, I mean, granted, that's why I prefaced it with saying this is the GS.
The leather looks. Oh, it is really square back there.
Okay, this is gonna be the part that bothers me if this is true. Is this Jordan on the outsole? Because my thing is, why come out with the OG version if you're gonna do that? That's just what I'm going back to as far as Jordan brand. I feel like they give
that's
you
not on there before. What are you saying?
no,
about
it should be Nike. Like when they came out with the True Blues a couple years ago, it said Nike. Like if you're gonna go OG all the way. Don't half step. Like this had Jordan. According to these pictures and the information so far, is at the very least on the GS versions, it looks like it's gonna have Jordan on the outsole as opposed to Nike. So you got Nike Air on the heel, but you got Jordan on the outsole, which is ridiculous to me. And it's like just either give me OG.
So you can wear a Nike outfit with these.
I don't know. Ask JB. You know, somebody get your man on the phone and ask him.
I
about
gave
this.
him. I passed the number already. He said he can call in if he gets a second.
Okay, cool. Well, no, the number he can't call in.
I know. I
today.
gave him the right number. Eric just gave me a number.
Oh, okay, cool.
Who? I don't know who that person is.
So yeah, this shoe. I don't know, man. I'm waiting to see the men's sizes because I don't know if the outsole is going to differ from the men's to the GS.
That's what I was thinking about in my head, so that's why I kind of just didn't really comment because it might be that.
Right. So it could be as simple as that. But if I'm a woman or
but it's still wrong.
Yeah, like I would feel a certain way because they collectors too. You know, you collect, so I mean, I don't.
Yeah, this is kind of one of those things where you just kind of wait and see.
Yeah,
where that goes,
but as of now though, this is the GS version as told by whoever.
Wikipedia.
Yeah, Wikipedia. Right there you go. Retros _77. So yeah, this is according to him or her. This is the GS pair of the Air Jordan Black Cement 3s.
Gotcha.
I don't know. To be determined. This shoe I'm looking forward to, but I guarantee you they only going to go to a size 14. This is the SoFly Special Edition Air Jordan Retro 17 Lightning. Can't wait for these. Cannot wait for these.
He's not even done making them. So
I know he's
like.
And first of all, I highly
That's
doubt.
not who really makes them.
I know.
That's just for promo. Like,
I know.
That is not where it was made. Like.
I'm glad you pointed that out because I highly doubt the owner of Soulfly is stitching the Air Jordan 17s himself. This is such a the sewing machine ain't even.
I don't think you can stick the whole shoe like that.
It's not even plugged in. Like he just got the shoe up against the sewing machine.
I think they're just putting the names on the ankles.
He's not even doing that. Like he just sat down.
Yeah, like most of the time when you do stuff like that, it's still auto. Like you program the machine.
He made the real person who's stitching the shoes get up and he sat down in the seat to take this picture as if he's the one stitching the names on the shoe. Cool picture though. Yeah. But yeah, these shoes, man, I'm telling you, I pray.
They look like boats. Sorry.
What? Come on, Sticky Girl. You wouldn't want a pair of these?
No.
Oh, God, these are nice. These are nice. These
you
are
so
cleansed,
you can
as my says.
play fake basketball?
Let's see. Wow, you got to cut deep. This next shoe, I don't know, I'm waiting to see, too. This is the Air Jordan Retro 10. I'm back. Let me see if I can find a better picture. See these
looks like that 9.
I know it looks just like the 9.
Well, they might as well just do the rest of the shoes like that for next year.
I know, just all basic black and white. Once again, it just seems so uninspired. But they do have "I'm back" on the tag on the.
What about the bottom? Are the stats? Everything's the same.
Yeah, as far as I know. Let me see if I can find a picture. Yeah.
Yeah.
They couldn't even give us stripes. Like, come on, man. These are so basic. I'm sorry, man. Like 10s are already basic as it is, and so to make it even more basic, I mean, this shoe is the like equivalent of watching like PBS. It's just boring me to death just looking at the screen right now.
But wasn't Reading Rainbow on PBS?
Now, I only watch Reading Rainbow for the intro. That's it, for the music. Then once the music was over, I just immediately went back to like MTV or Cartoon Network, whatever I was watching. Like this shoe is so basic. Oh my God! The most exciting thing about this shoe is the heel tag.
Back, yeah.
Yeah, that's it. Other than that, it's not even worth.
But I'm saying this could have took somebody like 6 months to come up with.
Yeah, you know what's gonna happen with this shoe? I guarantee you, this shoe is going to be the base.
Sit.
No, this shoe is going
to
to
base
custom.
Of a custom.
Yep, people are going to customize this shoe.
For sure.
That's what it's going to be. And I would buy this shoe for that. I don't know what I would do with it, but I don't know. I might let Illionaire or somebody get creative. And then lastly, we have the Adidas Rascal. It's supposed to be some type of extension of the Yeezy Power Phase. Yeah, I'm just yeah. I'm not even big on the Power Phase. I mean, once again, people didn't care about it till Kanye wore them. So then, I'm not. This shoe does nothing for me. Absolutely nothing. Yeah, no, I wouldn't even waste crap on this shoe. It got like eerily.
That's kind of harsh, don't you think?
No, it's not. I said I wouldn't even waste putting crap on this shoe.
Wow, I'm.
I wouldn't waste money buying
crap
it either.
Goes on everything.
Yeah, no, I'm not wearing this shoe.
Although I will say, my Friday night date complained.
What? You spilled crap on your date?
I wouldn't say spilled.
What?
I didn't want the red wine to.
Part of me feels like you're not using
stain
crap
her
for
skin.
its intended purpose. And not even part of me. All of me knows you're not using crap for its intended purpose.
Hey, they say put it on everything, right?
Well, we used to say that. I forgot who said that. Anyway, let's get to some news. All right, man, there's a lot of news this week. Got, Derrick Rose possibly retiring in Adidas, being able to get out of the contract.
Who?
You know Derrick Rose, as big as a sports aficionado as you are.
Does he play for the Red Wings?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, you know what? Also, too, MJR23 Dan, I was going to get him on the show because he had an issue with his
Can we get him on the show?
Air Jordan 9s. Yeah, I just sent you the number. Let me get to this Derrick Rose story because this is crazy how this whole thing is playing out.
You want to tell me who Derrick Rose is?
All right, so Derrick Rose used to play for the Chicago Bulls. He was an MVP. But injury plagued his career, so he bounced around from Chicago to, I want to say New York was his next stop. And now he's in Cleveland. So
yeah, his career took a dive if he's in Cleveland.
Like, I don't know. Like, Cleveland has become the new Spurs, just not as good.
The who?
Because everybody, like, once you got, like, to a certain age, you just migrated to San Antonio and just ended up on the Spurs.
I mean, it's a slow pace.
Yeah, exactly.
It's for old people.
Yeah, it's just like, that's like the step before retirement. You go play for the Spurs and then retire. See, if Derrick Rose retires, it could save Adidas $80 million. In an article written by Brandon Richard for Soul Collector, Derrick Rose's career has hit another low point as the former MVP has stepped away from the Cleveland Cavaliers to reevaluate his future in the NBA. Sources have indicated that the mental aspect of his injury-plagued career is catching up to him. Should Derrick retire, it will likely be the end of his partnership with Adidas. ESPN's Nick DePaula reports that Adidas is protected in its deal with D Rose, which still has 7 seasons worth a potential $80 million remaining on the 13-year extension he signed in 2012. Per the terms of the contract, Adidas is obligated to produce a signature sneaker for Derrick each season. So if he retires, Adidas will not continue to pay him. So he has a lot to think about other than just – I mean, I guess, the injuries are starting to take a mental toll on his head or on his mind. But $80 million, that's a lot to walk away from.
How many?
$80 million.
That's it?
So he said that's it. Yeah, that's a lot.
That in one night, but all right.
Ooh.
Oh.
Sneaker girl makes money. Sneaker girl's making money that I'm sure she's not claiming on taxes.
Wow. See what they teach at at that school.
So how many times?
I'm sure the IRS would love to hear how you make $80 million and where the cut is. What music is this?
So how many times?
Who's this? Is this MSU? It's bad enough I had to do Ohio State and listen to MSU.
Watch the points keep growing.
Oh my! She knows it by heart. Get out of here.
80 million in one night.
She scored a lot.
How long?
Rah rah rah.
Everybody rah-rahs. That was like the 20s thing to do.
Their team is weak. We're gonna win this game. Fight.
She's freestyling now. It's not even real lyrics.
That's the real lyrics.
Did it really say the other team is weak?
Yes.
What?
And we say weak.
Weak. Oh
We're gonna
man.
win this game. Fight.
Get out of
fight.
here.
Rah team fight.
Rah,
Big
rah, rah.
MSU.
That's how people chanted in the 20s. Rah, rah, rah.
I mean, we're chanting it. They've been chanting it since 1855.
Nowadays they say stuff like gay or boo. Or,
That's lit.
Turned up. All right, so we got MJL23 Dan on the phone. Marv, what's up, man?
What's going on, guys? How y'all doing?
Man, we living. Speaking of weak, I saw your video.
What?
Of no, not his video isn't weak. No. Let me see. This is what happens.
Topic of week.
Hang up now, guys.
No,
Tell you what I think about your video.
So no, this is what happens when you stop mid sentence. Like perception just goes out the window. But no, I saw your video about you getting your Air Jordan 11, the Win Like 96s, and that whole ordeal. I just for our listeners, kind of walk us through what happened.
All right, so, to begin with, what was it, earlier this week or last week?
Mm-hmm.
We got what Nike is doing is these augmented reality type releases where you get like it's called a pre-release of a shoe in sneakers. And I guess they were passing out cookies and from Santa at the 5 malls or the 4 malls that MJ and the Bulls decided to, when they went through the playoffs,
right,
in their 96 championship run. So anyways, there was this image inside one of these cookie boxes, and you put the iPhone, only iOS, you put the iPhone up to this image, and the augmented reality of the Air Jordan 11 Win Like 96 would pop up, and that would be your opportunity to cop.
Right.
So, once that was figured out.
If you had a Droid, you couldn't do that, right? I'm just verifying.
No, this was only for iPhone users.
Yeah.
She just had to
I'm not sure. I'm not sure when Nike will do this, but I'm pretty sure. It's always a perk for iOS to be able to get these things. I don't know, because maybe because Tim Cook's on the board of directors or something. That's why. But
I was gonna say.
Anyways, yeah. So we figured it out, and
can I ask you a question real quick?
Yeah, sure.
Let me ask you a question, because going back to what you just said about the whole cookie box and everything, because allegedly, from what I heard concerning that, is that it was only supposed to be for the people that actually went to the malls and got these cookie boxes, but somehow the picture got leaked and allowed everybody named Mama to go on there.
Yep.
Is that true, or?
I don't think so, because the image that I shared and that I saw and a lot of you guys saw too, is it was a clearer image other than somebody just actually taking another photo of a photo inside a cookie box. Okay. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I'm pretty sure there was at some point it was going to be leaked one way or the other.
Right.
So anyways, we figured it out, and people were able to cop the shoe. And I think I was one of the first people to actually go through the process to actually have people figure it out and cop the shoe.
Mm-hmm.
And I've been getting a lot of thanks about that and everything. So anyways, fast forward, I received my shoe yesterday. Literally, like, I work from home, so literally the UPS guy drops it off and then drives away. And then I pick up the box and I'm inspecting, and I'm like, okay, cool. This is the win, like, and then I'm like, whoa, win like what? And I'm like, lose like 96. Like, what's going on?
Lose like 95.
Yeah, this box is like mangled to the point where, like, I'm thinking maybe a dog got to it before I even stepped out the door, because there was tape on the outside of the box that was not anything familiar to what Nike uses, and like the box was all sliced. Like it just looked like somebody got to it before me. So I made a video about it. It's on YouTube. It's more of like a reaction video, and then the second video that I made, the latest one, is about me contacting Nike to see if there can be some sort of resolution to what I received, because I've been thinking about it more and more now, and like the shoes are fine. They came out okay. It's just that I received the wrong size. I ordered a size 10, received a size 9.5. Okay. So I feel like that's Nike's fault. And the person that I talked to over the phone at customer service said that, yeah, that's totally their fault. They're 100% at fault with that. I'm going to escalate this. I'm going to give 1 to 2 business days for somebody to return your phone call or an email. And I said, okay, fine. And then UPS, I'm still trying to figure out how to contact them. I did through Twitter, through their DM service. I haven't received anything back. But there should be some sort of compensation for what I received, because I'm thinking, and I hate pointing fingers to anybody. You know what I mean? Like, I'm trying to be like a respectful person. I have faith in like what others do in others and stuff like that. But like, I would like UPS to figure out what to do about this box. So I mean, I'm thinking.
Well, that's what I was going to ask you. Like, was it Nike's fault for the box, or was it UPS's?
I'm thinking UPS, because those off-whites just dropped, right? Like a week or whatever ago, and the holiday season is in full swing. People are trying to receive packages. I'm thinking somebody at the warehouse, maybe a seasonal worker or whatever, figured, okay, well, this is a Nike box. It's got the striped tape on it. Maybe they're off-whites. So they probably try to see if it was that pair. Said, nah, it's these 11s. So just let's just tape it back up and be on our way.
Or maybe they did the size swap. That's probably why you got the 9.5.
Nah, see, so that's what I was thinking as well. But like, this was a pre-release, so nobody would really have it before release date. You know what I mean? Like,
right.
Unless there was like an inside job where like a boutique had it earlier, or like a Foot Locker or something had it. They like conveniently had a size 9.5, switched my 10. Like I didn't see that happening.
Yeah, that'd be too convenient.
Yeah. I'm thinking it's a Nike fault and a UPS fault. So I'm just trying to figure everything out and trying to see if everything works out.
That's
the story.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that box was mangled.
Yes, sir.
It looked like Francis Russell's with it. Like it was. Like it was just like
Did you drop the leg, Francis?
I did.
The Hulk Hogan leg drop.
Off the middle turnbuckle, I'm not brave enough to go all the way to the top.
Oh, there you go.
Gravity is not my friend.
Yeah. Man, that is crazy. Well, I mean, you did call Nike though, and that had to be the most painful experience of that video because you were sitting there.
Well, so I received it, and usually I receive packages around the time that I have to go pick up my kids. So I was kind of like trying to rush to like get on the phone, and I wanted to film it. I got kids. I got to go pick them up at school. I don't want to leave them over there. Were you going to be late
to pick them up for school? Wait for
Right. I mean, things are more important than this, right? So, but I wanted to see if they can take my call. So I just thought about getting on the camera and just filming it because maybe it'll help somebody out if they've lost a package or something else got damaged. Like there's a way to do things through customer service, and Nike's customer service is great. I have no problems with them. I have like flawless victories with them and all, but like this particular one, just I'm just hoping that they could do right, which I'm pretty confident that they will. So one other thing that the rep told me is that usually they try and give you like a compensation like I don't know, like a 20% discount on a next item or something. But he had mentioned something about a future limited release where I can get future access on something. And so I'm like, well, wait a minute. Is it going to be like a future access on, because we did this on sneakers through the image. Like, how does that work? Do I receive like a numerical code where I just type something in, or are you going to send me a picture where like maybe Gatorades would be floating around and I got to like.
Sorry, the picture of your box is posted.
Oh, yeah, there it is.
That box looks mangled. Like, I'm surprised the shoe even survived whatever that box went through. Whatever trauma that box went through.
It's funny because Nightwing actually commented like, "There's no way that box came out like the sneaker box came out like flawless, because the box looks great, like, but the packaging, just looks like somebody ate through it."
Jeez.
Like a bear attacked it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mauled. It's like the bear went through the box, saw the 11s, and was unimpressed, and just put the box back.
Yeah. So, I mean, as far as Nike's resolution, I'm going to have to wait maybe until Tuesday or Wednesday to figure out, like, what's going on. So if you guys want to follow up on those updates, follow me on Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, MJO23Dan.
Most definitely. You know what? If somebody's from Nike listening, well, they are. Why would they not? But if they're listening...
I love you, Nike.
Yeah.
But this incident, man...
If somebody's listening from Nike and want to expedite this whole situation, please feel free to either reach us or reach MJO 23Dan to try to get this situation resolved. Because I can only imagine, like, especially if you ordered a size 10 and the wrong size comes in, you're all excited to get this shoe, especially early, and to have all that happen, yeah, I'd be pretty pissed. I mean, you were a lot more calmer than me because that video would have been full of, like, bleeps and edits. And things.
And I'm not usually like that, you know what I mean? Like I'm a pretty chill person, so. But I mean, reading my YouTube comments is crazy, and you know how that goes sometimes with YouTube and Instagram, where people are like, "Oh, well, you shouldn't sweat it because there's going to be like massive these," and I'm like, "That's not the point. The point is that this box came like this, and if you paid over $200 for a pair of something, wouldn't you be upset? Like, it doesn't matter if there's going to be a mass GR of a particular shoe. The point was to get it early so I don't have to deal with it on a release day. You know what I mean?
Right. No, I agree with you.
So,
man, that's nuts though. So I don't know. Hopefully
it can happen to anyone,
Yeah. I mean, it's funny too because I saw the video and he was saying that they didn't have any more pairs left, which is weird because it's like, so you mean to tell me that you have no access to any other pair of this shoe anywhere on the planet? Like, it's hard for me to believe that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
because what I was trying to do is just have them, could you set aside a pair for me and then just send it over, and then I can return the one, because I want to be able to physically have the product in my hand at all times.
Right. Isn't there a Nike store near you?
Well, we got Nike Town, San Francisco, about an hour and a half from me, and then the Nike outlet's probably like 45 minutes away from me. So
yeah, that's pretty far.
Yeah,
but
it's an inconvenience,
No, it is an inconvenience, but like, if they offered that, if they were like, okay, we can, if you take that pair up to the Nike town, San Francisco, we'll swap the sizes out for you. Would that be an answer, or would that be too much of an inconvenience?
That'd be too much of an inconvenience because I have to actually take time off and then drive over there. But I'm just hoping if Nike can't figure it out on the Tuesday or Wednesday, whenever they contact me back, I'm just gonna have to size swap at a boutique or something like that, or someone individually. I've actually been offered, somebody who wanted to buy the pair, but I'm like, well, let me wait. Let me do the right thing and wait for Nike to, do this right.
Right. Well, I will say this. We have some people here. I was talking to them about your story anyway. They're willing to size swap for you if you're interested. But, let me know. Keep me posted with whatever Nike does. And then, if you're still interested, I can reach out to them.
Okay, yeah, no problem. That'd be great. Thanks, guys.
No problem. Well, hope everything gets resolved. Man, that picture of the box is still up on the screen.
Yeah. Well, it's funny because it's funny that they couldn't do anything for him because I just sent over a picture of the launch map from Foot Locker of everybody getting the 11s, and it's ridiculous.
Oh, that's ridiculous. The whole you can't even see America.
No, I just sent it over.
Yeah, it's so many stores getting this shoe. So I don't know, man. But yeah, definitely keep me posted and let me know, and I will reach out to my people, and they will take care of you. Did he leave? He left already? Oh, damn.
Okay, bye.
Well, hopefully if he listens to this.
Thanks for calling.
It's funny when you ask him about pulling up or wait for his shoes before he wanted to go pick up his kids. I can just imagine pulling up at the school and, like, the kids have nowhere to sit because it's like all these Jordans seatbelted in seats in the car. Like, all the seats are taken up by his Jordan boxes. But
you guys want some more overpriced gummy bears?
How much? You spent like $10 on those, didn't you?
Yeah.
Those are gourmet.
Yeah. They taste fresh.
I was gonna say they taste gourmet. Like anytime they're packaged like that.
It's FAO Schwartz.
Is it?
Yeah.
How much? What's the sticker price on that? What are they going for retail?
It's
on
$10.
Oh, $10 exactly. Okay, that was nice.
Wow, you got totally robbed.
Look at this. Look at this site. You can't even see America anymore. You see Mexico and Canada maybe, and parts of Montana. That's it. Everything is just covered. Which is funny because I actually. There's a lot of people at my job and otherwise who are like trying to sell these shoes for like I've seen as low as $100 over retail.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah. Because there's two problems with that. One, unless you really dying to stunt a week early on people, and that's worth $100 to you, then go ahead and shoot your shot.
If you don't have anywhere important to go in that week.
Yeah. It'd be funny if you encounter no one during the next week.
Well, considering how easy Villa's making it to get a pair.
Exactly. Villa, you can go to the store and
really?
Oh, yeah, no.
No, I know.
I went and made it
Francis, yeah, he encountered a little bit of trouble.
But it got resolved.
But no. After next weekend, nobody's going to care you had them a week early.
No.
So you just wasted $100 to stunt for 7 days.
If you got to wear them in those
I know,
days.
especially, right. So I don't get it. Plus, you hustling backwards to me because why would you, like, I would sell them after the fact. Once they sold out, then the demand goes up.
Yeah.
Then you can flip them for probably even more. But
because no matter how ridiculous this release looks, just off Foot Locker, they're gonna sell out.
Yeah, they are gonna sell out. Just like the Space Jam sold out.
But I don't know. People that are paying over, and it just doesn't. It's ridiculous to me. The only reason, like you said, is it's not a week early. If you're extremely busy, you can't head out. Like, but even then.
But I get it though, because you want to be sure you can get your pair. Most people that pull the trigger like that are concerned about having access to get a pair next weekend.
It's different for everybody. Their motives.
I mean, all you had to do was go to Target, go to Villa, argue. Wait a couple days, go back to Villa, argue some more, and you get a pair. You reserve a pair. I did it.
It's for a good cause.
Yeah.
How hard is it? How hard? These gummy bears are delicious.
Yeah.
Clearly, we can hear you eating them. So.
How hard was it? Because you went up to Villa, and they denied you at first.
Yeah.
And then I guess Guru had a talk. Did Guru have to talk to him?
Really good. Those are tasty.
I'm sorry.
What is that?
Wow.
What is that thing called? The ASMR, like the fetish of people get from just listening to people like talk or eat
I know,
or something.
man.
It's like a
I'm
fetish. I
saying.
forgot what it's called.
I don't know. The sneaker girl knows what it's called.
Yeah, I forgot what it is, but it's an audio.
Sneaker girl just brought one in for me.
There you go. They're
She's
gummy.
so nice.
Gummy cubs. Yeah, there you go. That's for everyone out there that just likes listening to people.
I would hate that.
Those
to get
really
listeners
are
as
good.
well. But so be it.
No, but I had went into the villa initially, and they didn't know what I was talking about.
Really?
They didn't check their email.
No,
Yeah,
they just had
well,
this
obviously.
giant bin at the front of the store with nothing in it. So naturally, I get on and I yell at Guru, and he sends over the email.
And then you showed them the email?
No, I was going to, and I walked back in there the second time, and I was like, "So you guys aren't doing this?" And she looked at me like, "I don't know what I was talking about." And I was like, I was pulling it up, and then she hesitantly said, "Yeah, we're doing that."
So she didn't want to do it. She probably had them pocketed or something.
Backdoored or something, because
Yeah.
so when she finally did it, she asked which pair I wanted.
What other with the Vapor Maxes? Like,
So she explained, she's like, "You need a toy over $10. We need a receipt." So I went out to the car, I grabbed what I grabbed, and I came back in. And she looked it over, and she was like, "What do you want?" And I told her, and she pulled out a clipboard with a sheet almost of an inventory of what they were getting.
Mm-hmm.
It was my name and like 2 other people's name on this list.
So nobody. That's what I'm saying. Like
So
no.
they're not advertising.
No, they're not
it because
advertising
They
it.
want to do what they want to do.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're hearing it on the Sneaker Box podcast. If you go to Villa, right? If you're really, really dying to have the shoe and you're worried about not being able to get them, and you're just about to pay $100 or more to get them early, hold off on that.
Yeah.
Go to your local Villa.
Go to
donate-
Target or something first. Get a $10 toy.
Oh yeah, get a
'Cause it's
toy.
for a good cost.
Value $10 or more. Right, exactly. It's a good cause. You get to feel good. Get to be in the Christmas spirit. It got to be valued $10 or more. You got to have the receipt.
Yep.
Go to your local Villa. Donate the toy. They will reserve your size.
Yeah, and
in the 11s.
Look, in the sheet she had with all the sizes next to it, they're getting a lot of pairs.
Oh, see.
So Francis, will they get you if you bring like 3 toys? Will you get one for free?
No, I wish.
I mean,
Man,
because you're all
when's-
about the free.
When's the last time you bought toys? I'm buying 3
Whoa,
toys.
it could have been. Never mind.
Oh, never mind.
Yeah,
Tell me
no,
about that time.
yeah, I know. In Taiwan.
In Taiwan, but no, it's for a good cause, and you do it. They keep the receipt, so if you think you're going to be smart and buying up 3 toys,
What
and
you
then
tried to
go
do.
into 3 different villas on the same receipt, they keep the receipt. And I don't know why they did that. I hope she doesn't think she's going to go and like return the toy to get the money because I paid with a credit card. So.
Oh, nice.
But no, they keep it. They put your name on the list, and you just got to show up that morning, and it's done.
Okay, cool. So, yeah, and I heard what Guru told me, and I guess if he was here, he would probably give us more information about it. But for what I was told yesterday by Guru was that they're not only doing it for the Red 11s, but they're doing this for the Altitude 13s and the Gatorade 6s, I believe.
Yep.
So if you want those shoes, that's the way to do it.
Just go in there, and they're doing I'm assuming it's till they run out of sizes.
Right.
But
Right, if they don't have it.
I seen how many sizes they get, so they're just going to be doing it up until.
Well, I know for
release.
the Red 11s, I believe he told me that they're taking donations for that shoe up until this Wednesday.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, but why even wait? Just go tomorrow or today.
Yeah, go get a toy. It's for a great cause, and you secure your pair for essentially just $10 over retail.
Just $10 and you reserve a pair. That's better than paying $100.
Exactly.
Over retail. Because like I said, after next weekend, nobody's going to carry or even remember that you had that shoe early. So, I was looking. No, I was looking at White Ranger. I was like, I thought he was signaling something else. We talked about this a number of times, but I guess they're just going to make it official. Jordans will be more limited. An article written by Brandon Noon for Soul Collector, Air Jordans haven't been selling out as quickly as they did a couple of years ago, with Jordan Brand increasing the number of pairs it produces to grow revenue. While that plan has worked, I just want people to let that saturate. While that plan has worked, and that plan was to increase revenue. So while they've increased revenue, the glut of pairs at retail has detracted from the special status the shoes have traditionally held. So according to Jordan Brand president Larry Miller, they plan to dial back on certain product. In a talk recently, Larry discussed how to deal with the current saturation of retro models. He said, one of the main issues we're dealing with right now is we put a few too many pairs on the market. We're actually in the process of making sure that we get back to the market where it's a pull market. But people are looking for product and there's scarcity because that's how we build our brand. That's exactly how I said. That's audio from that meeting.
He sounds like an angry person.
He's very angry because the Jordans are they're selling. They're not selling out.
Isn't it kind of ironic how Yeezy's making more, and they're making
less? Yeah. Nike brand president Trevor Edwards had previously alluded to this, mentioning plans to make Jordans more limited during an earnings call in September. See, this is the fallacy of social media, right? Because everybody's all gassed up because more pictures. People like more pictures about the Yeezys, and they talking about the Yeezys. But reading this article, Jordan actually increased their revenue by making more pairs. But because people weren't liking their pictures as much or talking about them as much, then now they feel like they got to limit the shoes.
Question. So do you think the limited pairs will be more limited to offset the fact that the other ones will be limited? Do you get what I'm saying? Like,
no,
so say there's a limited pair of Jordans that's just already a limited shoe.
Okay.
Like a Don or something.
Right.
Do you think they'll make that more limited so that it offsets the other shoes being? Does that make?
Okay, I get what you're saying. I don't see it
like a general release versus a limited pair. Like, do you think that's gonna affect how many limited shoes they produce, or would it be the same?
I think it might be the same. I just think they're gonna take certain pairs and just limit the hell out of it. Like you already got pairs right now. Like they're like doing like regional pairs now. Like they're doing the Igloo and the Rust Pink.
But it's just like people, they have to realize that like people are always going to complain, and you just kind of have to stick to what you want to stick to.
Right.
Because if you try to conform all the time to what other companies are doing, or
you are going to lose your way.
You're going to lose. You have to stand your ground. Like for example, I work for a certain company, and they make a healthy version of something and a not healthy version of something.
Right.
They only decided to make the healthy one, and people complain. So then they brought back the unhealthy one, and people complain. So now they have both. But it's like if you just would have stuck to whatever before.
And one's like a retro flavor or something, right?
Right. That's what I'm saying. Like you should just stick with, if you want to have artificial colors and flavors, have them.
Right.
And if you don't.
And Jordans have sold out, but let's not act like Jordans didn't sit at outlets. Jordans didn't used to sit on shelves. Like, remember the first time they retro the 1s, 2s, and 3s? Those sat on shelves. And so let's not act like Jordan's just consistently always sold out. I think they're giving in to perception as opposed to substance.
That's what I'm saying. Is that at the end of the day, like, don't you want to make money?
Yeah, like that's what I thought it was about. It was about making more money.
And you already have brand recognition.
And the thing about Jordans is...
Hey, it's...
Right. And the thing about Jordans was it wasn't so much of them being limited. It was about the guy that, the shoes are based off of. Like, before, like, Michael was still playing, he would just do something so awesome on the court.
I need those.
Exactly.
I want to be like Mike.
Exactly. But now you don't have that. So now I guess you got to rely on things like scarcity to increase demand for your shoe. But I wouldn't even listen to those clowns anyway because, who are you listening to? The people that was complaining about shoes being still sitting were either resellers or hypebeasts. Why are you listening to either one of those?
But from a store perspective, if you're bringing those in and you don't sell them, like you take a loss too, though.
But you're gonna take a loss if they only give you like 5 pairs, so you're not really making money anyway. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So you losing anyway. Like you either gonna have too many pairs that you can't sell or not enough pairs to make money. So Jordan Brand gonna make theirs. They're gonna get their money. But it's all about perception. And I always go back to this analogy. Like Kim Kardashian gets more likes on Instagram than Oprah, but Oprah is worth more money and has her own network. Who would you rather be? But right now, everybody trying to be Kim Kardashian. Hey, because she's getting so many likes. Hey, she got this many followers. I'd rather be Oprah.
Her net worth is getting up there, though.
It's not Oprah.
Julian says he would prefer to be Kim Kardashian, just for the record.
I'm just saying, like, her net worth is getting up there. Like, I know you don't really keep up with the Kardashians, but I'm just letting you know.
She is not close to Oprah.
That's not what I'm saying, though. But she's relevant, and when she gets Oprah's age, like, she will be there. But that's just my opinion. Hey,
I doubt that. I doubt that.
It's fine.
But my point still stands is, once again, that leads to my point. Like, yes, she's seen more and she has her own brand. I didn't say she didn't. I'm saying that she is not as powerful nor as rich as an Oprah.
Not yet.
Not yet.
I'm saying.
She will never be.
All right.
She will never be as big as Oprah.
What
never
do you think?
Wow.
Francis?
That's really cruel of you to say.
I don't think she can get to Oprah's level, but
ever?
No. No.
Okay, that's fine.
Oprah can act. I mean, come on.
No, that one movie was actually pretty good.
What movie? Color Purple?
No, the Harrietta.
Oh, I want to. That's on my wish list. I want to see that. That was on HBO, wasn't it?
That was a really good movie.
Yeah, about the woman who had her
It's
stem cells.
It's called the wish list.
No, it's on my wish list to watch later, but it's called. I can't remember.
No, but I'm saying like on HBO, it's called wish list. Like there's a section that you.
Yeah, it's movies like I plan to watch this later and put this over to the side. But yeah, no. So I just point is that everybody's chasing the perception of. I mean, once again, it's think about the guy that like he'll spend his entire check on some Supreme hoodies and some Yeezys and be broke, but he looks like he has money. And I feel like people are chasing that perception nowadays. It's all about looking like you have instead of actually having.
The Immortal Life of Henrietta Lacks.
Yeah, that's the name of the movie.
It's a good movie.
And so I feel like Jordan Brenner is like, okay, well, let's go back. Let's get back to looking like we have. Like, let's get back to getting this perception. Never mind that it's going to hurt our revenue because we actually made more money selling more shoes. Let's just get back to selling not as many shoes and getting that perception back as opposed to having the money. And, I don't know. But that's just my 2 cents because, what do I know? Let's see. One more thing. Were we able to get Chris?
No.
What?
Oh, you know what? Can you get him the number to the Foot Locker in Dearborn?
No.
There was this huge fight. Oh, you got it? Look at you. I want to get them on the phone. That is funny. Why he's looking that up?
Are they going to want to talk to us?
Let's just see what happens.
I could probably get a hold of someone that will.
I could say that I'm from the news or something.
Let's do it.
No.
Oh, well, while he's looking that up, Puma is accused of defacing Indian heritage for a shoe commercial. In an article written in the Jakarta Post, Puma was recently accused of irreversibly damaging 17th century architecture.
It's pronounced Gordon.
What did I misspell?
That's Jakarta.
I was gonna say,
isn't that what I said?
No.
What did I say?
I don't even know what you said.
I said
but
Jakarta.
No, it's Jakarta.
I think you said Drakenoir.
Dracula? Puma was recently accused of irreversibly damaging 17th century.
Irreversibly.
That's what they said. Architecture in Delhi's. Am I saying that right? Delhi? Am I saying it right? Now I'm paranoid. Now I don't even know if I'm reading it right.
Delhi?
I'm waiting for his response. I
think it's Delhi.
It's Delhi, just like a deli restaurant.
Okay, I just wanted to be sure. Delhi's historic quarter that was built by Mughal Emperor.
It's pronounced Gordon.
Mughal?
I have no idea on that one. I just
see,
had
you just want to play
call
the
you
drop. See, that's not fair. Mughal Emperor. Is this Harry Potter? Like we actually have Muggles.
An Indonesian paper reporting on something that happened in India. This is awesome.
I know this is right. Shah Jahan.
Was that Shah Jahan?
Shaka Khan. Look, all I can do is read what's in front of me, right? As part of an advertising stunt to promote a new line of shoes, the facades of several buildings in Old Delhi have been spray painted with large, colorful murals for a Puma shoe campaign, which describes itself as capturing the grit of Indian streets. But the stunt, dubbed Suede Gully, has infuriated conservationists.
It's pronounced Gordon.
According to Swapna Lido from the Indian National Trust for Art and Cultural Heritage, permanent damage has been done to the carved sandstone, limestone plaster, and Lahori bricks, and that rules to protect Delhi's heritage sites were widely ignored. Laws specifically forbidding advertising on historic buildings is rarely enforced by Delhi's cash-strapped authorities, who struggle to uphold measures designed to conserve the city's crumbling icons. But the owner of one of Delhi's buildings that Puma spray painted defended the decision as his was. Defended the decision.
It's pronounced Gordon.
Let's see. Here we go. Spray painted. I'm going to start that whole sentence over. But the owner of one Delhi building that Puma spray painted defended the decision as his only to make. Ooh.
Did you just start over the whole
I did that whole sentence. I just did that one sentence over. But he's such a tough guy. It was my decision to make. You can't tell me nothing. Puma could not immediately be reached for comment, but a spokeswoman for the company told the Indian Express newspaper that all necessary permissions were sought.
Does the Indian Express sound like a train, like a fast train?
You know, as I was writing this out, I thought the same thing, so I can't even be mad at you for saying that. But I don't know.
I think that they would have looked into this or tried to do that because at the end of the day, like most companies have some type of value about the environment or respecting the community or all that kind of stuff. So you would just think that they would have been like, oh, this a spray paint they're doing. Like I just think like there always has to be somebody in the room with some sense and be like, that could be a bad idea because of this. Like there's always supposed to be that person.
I think that person that was making that like the angel on the shoulder kind of decision was saying, hey, we're painting it. It's going to look nice.
Yeah.
It doesn't. I mean, it's not bad. I just sent the photo over to Julian.
Okay.
It's not. I mean,
but it's still
there should have been approval.
Can you imagine if I went to Motown Museum, like, oh man, I want to make this black and red right here, like.
Do it up.
And it's multiple places though. It's not. It's like all over.
Exactly.
So you might be saying like one that's a good.
Yeah.
example.
So here we go.
Right. So this.
Oh come on, bro.
Yeah, but.
That's supposed to be. I mean, that's the historic district. I mean, this.
Look, hey, we don't know what's going on over there.
It's India.
But I mean, according to this, if what this article is saying is true, and Puma is saying, well, we saw all necessary permissions. Listen, they just said in this story that it's the rules are
they don't
rarely,
follow them.
yeah, because it's cash strapped.
But there are rules.
Right, but I can just imagine somebody from Puma, dangling a check in front of somebody like, look the other way. As we spray paint, Cat's face on this doorway. So dumb. It's just I mean, something tells me that there was some liberties being taken, there were some corners being cut, and there were some bribes made.
So unfair.
I just I feel bad for because. The people that have to live there, if they are really upset. Now, if the people there that live there don't really care, then I don't care either. But I don't see this article being written if nobody cared.
I'm sure people are.
You like that? You like that?
That's Puma. that's Puma walking down the streets of Delhi, telling everybody that they must like this. Delhi.
Old Delhi. And apparently, from what I just read, it was very brief in the campaign. They did a 2-second slot.
So they did all of that just for a quick 2-second blip on the commercial.
Yeah.
Is there any way we can see the commercial? Is there any way? Do they have it anywhere?
No, they're in legal ties right now. They don't want to show it.
Pull it up. It's the internet. Everything's on the internet.
I know. It never goes away.
Look for Suede Gully, or something like that's what they call it. They call it Suede Gully. So let's see if you can find something under that name. That's just crazy. Can we call the Foot Locker in Dearborn? I really want to get to that. It's busy? What came out today? Oh, the UNC Sixers.
But it's also like 1 o'clock. Like.
Oh, yeah, it is 1 o'clock.
Oh, is a lot of traffic at 1 o'clock?
No, I'm saying. Never mind. All right.
No, I'm asking.
No, I'm just saying that you would think it wouldn't be as busy because people that were trying to get it already tried to do that. But there's always those people, like when I used to work in that, when I used to work at the store, like people would show up at like 7 p.m. talking about, oh, y'all still got those, whatever. And I'm
like, no.
No.
Wait a short 12 hours later. While he's calling that, there's a number of stories I did want to get to. I've been wanting to get to for a while. Rick Pitino, back in the news. Rick Pitino got 98% of his money from Louisville's. Oh, there we go. Never mind. Hold that. Put that in the back burner.
Thank you for calling for like a Fairlane. Tiana speaking. How can I help you?
Hey, this is Caesar from the Sneaker Box Podcast, Sneaker Bar Detroit.
Say that again.
This is Caesar from Sneaker Bar Detroit.
Mm-hmm.
And I wanted to call you about the situation that happened on Black Friday where the 2 drunk guys came in and they started a wrestling match in the store.
Tanya, you want to speak to a store manager about that?
Anybody that was there, yeah.
1 second. Talking about what happened on Black Friday. Who was that? Sound like a police officer.
A police officer.
Somebody Detroit.
I should say I'm a police officer.
This is Tanya. How may I help you?
Yeah, we're trying to follow up in this investigation of what happened at the store last weekend on Black Friday. Yeah, so can you kind of walk us through again what exactly happened, like how that whole thing went down?
Actually, the manager that actually was on the floor is not here.
Okay, so
he's off for the weekend.
Was anybody there that's there right now?
I got a young lady that was here. Who am I speaking with, sir?
Oh, this is Rayshawn Bryant.
Rayshawn Bryant from Department Detroit?
Yes.
Police department?
No.
No?
No, not the Detroit Police Department. But we are investigating this matter.
Okay, because I can't discuss this over the phone with you. You had to come in and present your ID. We can't discuss it over the phone, sir.
You can't discuss. I mean, it's not. I mean, what can't you discuss? Like somebody came. It's already in the news.
Right, but we're not supposed to talk about it unless you know, in person, and your detective that's on the case.
So I have to come in person to talk to you about something that happened 2 weeks ago.
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right. I mean, so you can't. I mean, what about the stuff that's already been out there? Like, I mean, it's already been on Channel 4, 2, and 7. Can I at least ask you about questions that you already?
No, sir. I'm sorry.
None of it.
No.
Okay. Oh, no why. So. All right. Thank you.
I can give you my district manager number, and maybe he can contact you.
Yeah. Can you give us that?
Yep. His number is 810.
Hey, hold on. I'm gonna send you back to my producer, and then he's gonna get.
Producer?
Yeah.
So you're not even with the police office at all?
I
You're
never
not
said
a detective at all?
I never said I was.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I can't talk to you at all. Have a good day, sir.
Jesus. Like, I don't know why they're being so secretive. Like, it's so secretive. It's already been in the news. Like, why are you?
It was just funny because she wasn't there, but she did. I mean, as the manager, she did the right thing. But it was just.
It's
funny
already in the news.
But you never said you were a detective. The
No,
other
she
girl
just
was
ran with
like,
it.
oh, he from the police department.
I mean, I'm not gonna say no, but
yeah,
no.
but you didn't want to get recorded and be like, then you were doing a false identification.
false identification.
Yeah.
From the Sneakerbox Podcast Investigative Unit.
No.
Dun, 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 dun,
Law and
dun.
Order,
My
sneaker
producer,
department.
your producer.
Yeah, your producer. What? No,
in a desperate attempt to fill 24 hours of programming.
No, I can go out and interview them and record it and bring it back only if I get a Matt Lauer salary. How can we work that out?
But do you want a button that can lock the door too under your desk?
No, we don't have to do that. I just want the salary.
I got one of those for my office.
I bet you do. Which is why I always stand in the doorway. I never go completely in the door.
Smart, very smart.
But no, I don't know why. Like, it's already news. Like, this is how we already know about it. We already know what happened. This video. Like, can we pull up the video then at the very least of that situation? I mean, that's so stupid. Like, I mean, like, I'm just gonna ask you questions.
She did the right thing, though.
I know it's just frustrating
You
on my end.
didn't want her to do the right thing.
No, I didn't. It's like, dude, it's already out there. We already seen what happened. I just want you to just kind of walk us
But
through
the
it.
fact that you called, that means that they really didn't investigate already, because like it already happened. And I mean, clearly the police have other things to do.
I know. I just wish somebody else answered the phone now. I wish the girl that was there was the one that answered the phone.
Yeah, because you.
I think I could have
yeah.
finessed her into spilling some beans on that.
She
Look.
went and got Tanya.
I don't know. But basically, these guys walked into the store, allegedly were drunk as they walked into the store, had no intention of even buying a shoe, and just started a fight with random employees at the store.
But then, like, random people, like, and they just, the security guard was the best.
Was he? The security guy? I thought security didn't get involved.
No, it was just a guard, and he was just useless.
Oh.
Like,
Name me a security guard that isn't.
He was useless.
Name me a security guard at a mall that isn't useless. How old was the security guard? Yeah, how old was this guy?
Javon, the guy that watches our studios, he's crack, man. He is like the best. He's whack.
Oh, yeah, he said he's whack. I mean, how old was the security guard that
I don't know, middle age.
intervened?
It just was fun. He wasn't really intervening. He was just like, what do I do? What do I do?
So I was going to say, because most mall cops are like 40 or over.
He was just like, what do I do?
That's the job they get when they retire from their real jobs that they've had their whole life. Like, okay, I don't want to mall walk just yet, you know, so let me at least, I could either be the person that hands out coupons at the door at Walmart, or I could secure, air quotes, this mall.
Or I could play for the Spurs.
Or I could go play for the Spurs.
You like it there?
Yeah, I like that.
Francis liked that one too. He's laughing on the inside.
Yes, he's
dying
giggling.
inside. Oh wait, is that?
But no, like, so these guys walked into the store and just started a fight with random employees at this Foot Locker in Dearborn, Michigan.
There's a video online.
I know. I was trying to see if we could pull it up. And I heard, well, this is probably why the manager that was there is not there today, is because I heard he got this pummeled. I heard
he took the day off.
Yeah, okay. To recuperate from his injuries.
He's in the hospital for stress.
Okay. I heard they just molly. I I heard they give him the 3D through a table
No,
and
yeah,
everything.
he's just in the hospital for stress.
I
think so?
Yeah, a lot of people are in the hospital for stress
Yes.
these days.
I stepped away to call 2 people, and one person didn't answer who I'm sure would talk to us. And then I called someone else who I'm sure was there, and he wasn't able to give me much information other than 2 people walked in, started a fight. I'm paraphrasing. And someone got effed up. And then he was like, there's a video somewhere. Let me find it.
Yeah, there's a video. I hope we can get the hands of the video. I saw part of it on like the news.
No, I saw the
It's on
security
Facebook.
guard just wondering.
Security guard just stood there and just became.
Wondering what he should do.
He became part of the audience and just
Kinda,
started watching.
Yeah, he was just like, man.
Like securing the mall. But no, so yeah, so I heard the manager got dealt with pretty handedly.
I love this show.
No,
we should just make that a drop because clearly I keep saying I
but
love this show.
But like it's funny though because when they got arrested, there was like not $1 between the 2 guys that started the fight.
That's what I'm like.
So they just
but
went
then
there
it's
to
like,
start
why
trouble.
did more people get involved? Like, why did they? I just would have let them do their thing, and like it just.
Well, it seemed like at least with the one person, his first instinct was to pull out his cell phone and record.
World Star.
Yep.
World
It's
Star.
so I don't know. But it's fun. I mean, first of all, like I guess the fight wasn't too severe because I would like to think that was me, and I saw that go down. I would at least try to break it up on some level.
Maybe that's what it was. Just people try to be the hero. But then, like sometimes I feel like maybe you have on a nice outfit and nice shoes, and you're not gonna try to break it up, Caesar.
Right.
I don't know. I can't really confirm that you would actually try to help break it up. Actually, you would try to help break it up just to make sure you can still get your shoes.
Yeah, and it also depends on how severe the fight is. Like if it's like some old man and some young kids are like ganging up on his old man. Like, yeah, I would. Can we full screen that or is that?
That's not the kind of fight that was happening though. But
Woo-hoo.
Who's Chris? Oh, Chris.
Who's Chris?
Oh, wow. No, because I'm looking at this. I'm sorry. Hold on, Chris. Give me 1 second. I want to. Can we full screen this?
Chris, the intern?
No.
Who's Chris?
No.
Oh, from Unboxed?
No, not that Chris. I will introduce him in a second. I want to see if we can get this video.
They thought that was you calling.
Yeah. All right. So while we get this video straight, I don't know if we can get it. Okay. We got Chris Henderson, a.k.a. C. Hendo, on Instagram and other social media. Formerly known as Hollywood Code 85, and I got to tell you, I prefer the former name. I don't like this Prince-like movement you going through social media, changing your names.
So we know this isn't Chris Hansen.
No, this is Chris.
To catch a better refrain.
Chris Henderson.
Okay.
From Mo Sports Talk.
From what?
Mo Sports Talk.
This is about to be a sports segment.
Kind of, sort of. I mean, it's sneakers and sports. Your favorite subjects. Chris.
Yo.
What's up? First of all, let me say congratulations to you on that LeBron piece that made it to ESPN.
Oh man, yeah, I'm still getting grief from that. By the way, like one of LeBron's people reached out to me, and he's doing something over the summer. So hopefully, I get a chance to catch up with him. They want me to do a little deal with him, so it's gonna be pretty cool, man. I appreciate that.
Oh wow, that's what's up. Don't forget the small people when you get big.
Oh no! By the way, I love the Sneakerbox podcast. Just let you guys know that I love you guys, man. You know
they
how
tell
I
you
do,
to
man.
say that when you call.
I know.
Thanks, White
No,
Ranger.
they didn't tell me to say that. Like he could tell you this, man. Like if you go to our website for the radio show, we post all your YouTube. Every time
Yes,
y'all
you do.
post a new show, we post on our show. We
yes,
post on our
you do.
page. I love what you guys are doing, man. You guys are very few of the real ones out there in the sneaker community.
I
They're doing
appreciate
real,
it.
So appreciate you guys.
We'll have a can of crap on the way out to him soon.
Yeah, I'm still mad that we weren't able to link up when we was in Dallas because that was like my main reason for wanting to go. Hey, my main reason for wanting to go to Dallas. And by the way, I can honestly say this too. I hope nobody in Dallas or Texas takes offense, but I really didn't have too much fun. Outside of the house we stayed in, I didn't have too much fun in Dallas.
Yeah, you guys were in a weird part of Dallas. It's a really big. I wish I was available because I think somebody was playing. I was traveling with the team at the time, and yeah, you guys are in like a smaller part of Dallas. Like Dallas is so huge. There's 2 different cities within Dallas. We could have went out to a couple of sneaker places and like a couple of things and hung out. But next time for sure, I will make way. Like I would know a week before, so I won't even go to the games. I'll just make sure you guys have some like entertainment or something, man.
Bet.
Because
I'm gonna give Texas one more shot because it just seemed like everything was 40 minutes away from everything.
It was.
It is. It's because it's a big city. Dallas and Fort Worth. Yeah, like think about this. I live 30 minutes from the stadium.
Yeah.
And then I live 20 minutes from Cowboy Stadium, and those two stadiums are apart from each other like 45 minutes. And they're both supposed to be in Dallas. Imagine that. One of them is in a city called Arlington.
All right, so you are definitely one of my favorite people just because, you know, real recognizing real. But on top of that, you're out there actually doing real things. Like you are actually a sports journalist, and you are doing a lot more interviews with these guys. And it seems like you're making a name for yourself because it looks like these guys are actually looking forward to doing interviews with you now.
Yeah, it's a big thing. I started doing it like 6 years ago, and a lot of people know me from Sneaker Watch because a lot of those interviews are on Sneaker Watch with the athletes.
Right.
That was me doing those interviews, and you know the thing was this, man. Like when I first started doing sports journalism, I've always loved sneakers, and I remember talking to a couple of guys like Nick DePaula and Russ Bingston about it. And I was like, man, I wonder if I could take the sneakers into the locker room or just conduct my interviews that way. And my first shoot interview, which was crazy, I did one with Kobe Bryant. And that was a mistake. And at the time, I wasn't smart enough to think, hey, get video. I got audio. So I wasn't a big video guy. So I was like, I did the interview, and Kobe enjoyed it. He was like, man, I never really talked sneakers with anybody. And just the knowledge that those NBA players have about sneakers is crazy because people think they're rich, they get all the shoes. They're just like us. I mean, like right now, I'm at the Mavericks game. Right now, as we speaking, they're playing the Clippers. They're about to play the Clippers. Go ahead.
No, I just oohed you, but go ahead.
Yeah, and, I was talking to Lou Williams, and that video will be up there. Lou was upset about the whole Nike raffle, the deal or the Nike thing with the Off-White. He didn't get a pair of Off-Whites. And for an NBA guy to come and say that, this just gets Nike shoes sent to his house.
Right.
He was upset about the Off-White deal. He said, man, he went online just like we all did and couldn't even get a pair. He said, dude, it canceled his payment twice.
Wow.
So just things like that, man. It's always good to see that. Like I said, sneakers are a big thing in the community outside of just, buying shoes. These guys do it for looks, comfort, different things. And you never know, man. Some of the biggest sneakerheads you probably never think. Like, for instance, Steve Nash did a thing with him. He's one of the biggest sneakerheads I know in the NBA.
Really?
That sounds crazy.
Name another one. Name another one that we would not suspect.
Okay, random guy. I would say Dirk Nowitzki. I did a video with him this summer, and I posted a video. People don't realize this. Dirk's first game with the Dallas Mavericks, he wore the Jordan 13. He wore the Chicago colorway. Because the reason why, and remember the Mavericks were blue. So the thing was this, what happened was this. He explained to me at the time Nike was molding him a shoe. They didn't have the shoe ready. And he walked in with a pair of 13s on to the game. He had to wear the shoe for the first half. So his first two shoes is actually his favorite shoe. And he was very upset because he said that when Chris Paul did his PE colorway pairs, he couldn't get the pairs because they didn't make them in his size. So he's still upset about that, but he's a big sneaker guy. I mean, I've been in his locker room, obviously in his locker several times.
Right.
I remember when the Win Like 82 came out, he had those pairs before like we all did. Obviously, his are legit because he got it from Nike Reps. And just to see a size 18 sitting in a closet, that's a big shoe. Right. I mean, you understand because you're like in that class with the big feet guys, so you know how it goes. But yeah, Dirk Nowitzki. I mean, there's several other guys that you would be. Jeff Whitby. People don't even know who Jeff Whitby is. I mean, he plays for the Mavericks. Big Kobe guy. He loves Kobe sneakers. Dude had a pair of the Jordans that they did for Kobe. He has a pair of threes in his size, and they're legit. So it's a lot of guys out there that love sneakers, man. Like I enjoy it, and they love talking about it because they want people to know. They like to show off. I got a couple of them that show off, but other than that, man, that's a great thing.
Yeah, Nike actually gifted about 4 or 5 years ago. I'm sure he gets many, but they actually gifted him a special one-of-one pair of Air Force Ones with like a crazy hardwood basketball floor box.
Oh, Dirk?
Yeah, Dirk.
Nice.
And speaking of that, Paul Gasol, I did an interview with him. He actually has a pair of those. He wore those when they came here and played. He actually got a pair.
Wow.
And he got a pair because what they did was they commemorated him and his brother, Mark. They both made the All-Star game, and they actually started for both conferences. That has never happened in NBA history, by the way, where two brothers actually faced each other in the All-Star game. And not long played against each other, they started. So he wore that pair, and I was amazed at how much he knew about sneakers. I mean, you would think a guy, when he walked out, he had on a pair of Vans. I'm like, okay, he's not going to want to talk sneakers. Next thing you know, he looks down, he says, oh, you like kicks? I was like, yeah. He said, I do too, man. And I was like, well, let's talk about your Nike. You've been with Nike since, 1999, 2000. Let's talk about that. And he started talking about things that we will relate to, like not getting shoes because the apps don't work, just things like that. So it's crazy, man. I love it. And like I said, for you guys, the Sneaker Box Podcast, you guys are able to reach out to a community and get these things out. I love that, man, because I'm able to reach athletes. You guys are able to reach the community more than I can, and that's huge.
I mean, it's a joint effort, most definitely. But I was going to ask you, that was my train of thought. Oh, I was going to ask you, who has the best PEs in basketball?
The best PEs, okay. Well, I don't know if you remember last year I took that picture of Chris Paul's Jordan 11s. We have never seen them since. He had a pair of red, white, and blue Jordan 11s. They were all white with the blue and had the red Jumpman on there. Chris Paul is an easy pick. Melo is an easy pick. But for me personally, the guy that now, I don't know how he's getting all these P colorways, but Jimmy Butler. Jimmy Butler and Kawhi Leonard is another one. But Jimmy Butler, when he came down here, I got that video coming soon. He had a pair of Minnesota, like Timberwolves. It was like an 11. I've never seen that colorway. It was a blue and green, a Jordan 11. It was the craziest thing I ever seen. And, of course, I wanted to take a picture, but at the time a Nike rep was there. And you got to be careful taking pictures because that could be possibly a release. But they said I couldn't take the picture, which was no big deal. It happens all the time. But I'm going to say Jimmy Butler, man, because that dude got some crazy stuff. Like, not just stuff that we want, like the off-whites. This dude has, like, PEs. Like, if you go on Instagram, look at all his PEs, especially with this latest one of the 32, where his Jordan 5's PEs are crazy. He had a 10 colorway I had never seen, his PE. And see, the thing about his PEs, like Chris Paul, they use their logos. See, a lot of guys get these colorways and says that Jumpman logo. These guys are putting their actual logos on the Jordan shoe, which is pretty unique. So, yeah, Jimmy Butler definitely, to me, him and Kawhi. Kawhi is more universal because he has a great colorway he can work with, and they always give him the flashy shoe to work with, like those gold 11s, all that stuff. But, man, Jimmy Butler, he makes a statement with that. He told me that's something that he prides himself off on is having the best colorway. So I'm going to go with Jimmy Butler.
Now, do they always, when they get these PEs, do they always wear them on court, or do they kind of keep them on their own personal collection?
So what I was told by Chris Paul said he doesn't like wearing PEs in the game because he tried it when he was in New Orleans, when he was with the Hornets at the time. And he said the colorway was pretty bad. He said that it hurt his feet, and he couldn't wear the 3s or the 11s or the 13s. Jimmy likes to wear them on court. Jimmy will actually, like, what he told me, the way he breaks his shoes is he runs a lot. So when he runs, he'll run track in the shoes, like really. He'll break them down. And because they don't mold those shoes to their feet, they just sell them like this. If there's a shoe in this colorway, your PE, wear it. A lot of them don't like wearing it because it's not going to be released to the public. And Chris Paul made a note of that. Like he said, I wish all my shoes would release, like my PEs were released to the public. They would sell a lot. But other than that, Jimmy Butler is the only one that actually wears, that I've seen, that doesn't have to buy them like PJ Tucker. He's probably the biggest sneaker guy in the whole NBA. Like, he has PEs that he buys from players. Like, he got lucky this year. He was on Houston before Chris Paul got there, and he's a big Jordan PE guy. He's able to get Chris Paul's PEs now. And I don't know if he's buying them from him or Chris Paul will give them away if he probably wanted to, which I've seen him give. I remember seeing him give a kid a pair of Jordan 3s. A kid. When you guys would have saw these 3s, it was a Clippers colorway. It was all red, had a little blue, had white shoestrings. He gave the pair to the kid. And I was thinking to myself, man, if I was that kid, I'd be on his Instagram hypebeast the whole time. Like, it was the craziest shoe I've ever seen. So, yeah, I think Jimmy may be the only one that actually does it. Because Jimmy's more about looks. The other guys are more about performance.
Right. No, I mean, I know we had a conversation before on the show, because I think a lot of people just assume that these shoes, while aesthetically look like the shoes we have, are, like, custom-made for each athlete. Is that true or not? Or is there, like, special athletes like LeBron and Kobe?
That is true. That is true. So they mold those shoes for the guys. Now, I do know, for instance, like Chris Paul, some of his 3s are cut a little bit higher than the average street because he had a pair of regular GR3s on when I saw him. He had a pair of black cement 3s. Not the ones that are coming out, but he had the ones that came out before with the Jumpman on the back, whatever, the heel tab, whatever. But he had those on. and I compared them to the 3s that he had in the PE. 2 totally different shoes. It was a lot bigger, a lot wider, and a lot taller. A lot of them do that because of the way their foot, these guys got bad feet. Like, a lot of them are flat-footed to extreme. A lot of them, like, if you ever seen KD's feet look like hockey sticks for real. Like, there was a joke.
We seen LeBron's feet.
Oh, yeah. LeBron, you see how his feet are made. Like, they got to cut them a certain way because if not, they can't wear them. So, yeah, they do cut them a certain kind of way. I was told one time by Chris Paul, another reason why he doesn't wear his PEs is because they don't cut them right. And he's not going to be wearing those kind of shoes in the game. He said they have to use special kind of leathers because they sweat. The socks that they wear in the NBA are kind of different than normal socks. Just all kind of things that play a part into it. And a lot of those shoes that they're getting at the PEs are more of like a luxury kind of shoe. Like the leather is premium. Everything about those shoes are premium. So a lot of them don't want to wear them because of that reason. But like Jimmy Butler, for instance, he doesn't care. Like once again, he won't care. But yeah, those shoes are definitely cut different. Because I'll tell you an example. Jimmy Butler had a pair of 11s that I saw. On the bottom of that 11, you guys know that Dion had that turf 11. His 11 had that same turf. And I don't know why they had turf on there. Don't ask why. I don't know why. I don't know why you would have turf on a basketball court, the turf 11 or whatever, turf bottom, but his had a turf bottom. I still don't understand why. Maybe that's a training shoe for him, but it was a Jordan 11. He said, yeah, they cut them different for him. So,
right.
Yeah, they do. And another thing is this. I'm going to get this out the way about the PEs. A lot of these PEs that are floating around in the communities are fake. And I can confirm this because I've had my phone and I've asked guys, is this your shoe? And they all say no.
Oh, wow.
And there's a lot of big sneaker guys in the community that walk around claiming they got this PE. Now, there's some of them that are legit. Like, for instance, I won't forget one time I did have, it was Melo, and I remember, I think the Perfect Pair had a pair, and I showed it to Melo. Melo confirmed it was his shoe.
Right.
He was kind of upset about it, too. He was wondering how he got the shoe. so yeah, that's.
I was just talking to Kenny yesterday, too, about that shoe.
So, like the Jordan 11, that's a real deal. That Jordan, so for people out there that want to ask them about that red Jordan 11, that is a legit shoe. I actually asked Melo. I literally asked Melo face to face, have you ever seen this shoe? He said, yeah, that's my shoe. Because believe it or not, his son Kalyan has a blue version of that shoe.
Yeah.
That nobody. And he said, yeah, that's a legit shoe. So there were about 4 or 5 pairs made. Now you get the guys like Jim Jones, who got that PE11 that was fake, that everybody knew that was fake, that Ray Allen had. And I know the guy that knows Ray. One of the guys, I can't think of his name on Instagram right now, but that's his cousin, Ray Allen's cousin. He's the one that busted Ray Allen about the shoe. And, of course, Jim Jones fought everybody in the world about that gold Jordan 11, the championship 11 that he wore. It was fake, and Ray confirmed it. There was only like 5 pairs made, and I got 4 of them.
Oh, wow.
So, so be careful with these PEs out there because you can – obviously there's giveaways on it, but a lot of times there's some that a lot of guys don't see because Chris Paul did confirm. There's a couple of guys that got PEs that he never got a chance to see, but he knows they're real, but other people have them of his shoe.
Right.
So – yeah, there's a lot of fake ones out there, but I don't get why people, to me, they're cool shoes, but I wouldn't want to wear the shoe. I think it's just more, to me, that's more of a, you put that in the game room, or if you got any kind of special room, you put that in the box and just keep it away.
Right.
Like, for instance, you guys got, like, for instance, Richard Hamilton's another guy I deal with. He knows a Jumpman Boston, and every shoe that Jumpman Boston has a Rich Hamilton is legit. So that's another one. So, things like that. Guys know. They see it out there, trust me. Because I had one guy tell me one time with Adidas, that's not my shoe. And somebody was claiming it was a PE. So, there's always drama with that in the sneaker community because there's always people who want to stunt.
Well, if you come across an athlete that wears a size 15, they're looking to just throw away a shoe.
Yeah, that is half of the athletes, man. Like, what's crazy? Like, Dennis Smith Jr., the rookie for the Mavs, he wears a 10.5. How did that even happen? I have a bigger foot than him. And he's taller than me.
Wow.
He's 6'3". Wow. And I'm nowhere near his height. I'm short. And I wear a bigger size shoe than him. And I'm like, dude, how do you wear a 10.5? He said, man, I've always had small feet. I said, so you can, walk into the store? He said, yeah, that's what makes my life easier. I can walk to the store and buy a shoe with no problem. These other dudes can't, like Harrison Bourne, size 14, can't find anything. Right. The White Powell, size 15 like you, can't find anything. So, yeah.
Man, yeah. But seriously, though, if you do find somebody with size 15 and want to donate. But I got to ask you this, though, before, because I ain't realized what time it was. Remember there used to be a stigma about players wearing other players' shoes? Like you know, if you Reggie Miller, you're not when you were playing up against Michael, you didn't really want to wear Jordans playing against Michael.
Yeah.
But now it seems like everybody's more than happy to wear everybody's shoe.
Well, they have no choice. So that all started because Michael Jordan. I don't know if you guys heard the story between Michael Jordan and Jim Jackson. Jim Jackson wore a pair of Jordans one time in the game, and he was having a good first half against Jordan. And Jordan, he said something smart to Jordan. Jordan made the comment like, "You wearing my shoes right now?" And Jordan ended up like killing him after the game. You know, when the game was over, Jordan had 40, and that was pretty much a joke around the league. But now it's a little different. It depends on who the player is. Like, I'll give you an example. LeBron is pretty popular. Now, it's not too many players wearing that LeBron 15 because it's a harder shoe to wear more, like on court, in case you're LeBron. But I've had players, like, for instance, here. One of the players here, Dorian Finney-Smith, he wears a Paul George, like, Maverick colorway for a PE. When they came here and played Oklahoma City, he did not wear that shoe.
Okay.
And I asked him why. And it's more of a – because sometimes some guys do take it like, man, you know what? You're wearing my shoe. That means you're scared of me or you idolize me. And it's like, not really, dude. We have no choice but to wear this shoe because that's the only shoe they gave me.
Right.
But, yeah, it's not a big deal. I think, like Kobe, guys like Kobe, LeBron, Jordan, they're going to get a pass. But, man, like Steph is a tough one because there's a lot of Under Armour guys. And there's not too many guys, especially like Dennis. Dennis Smith Jr. is an Under Armour guy. Mm-hmm. He would not wear that Curry 4. And I remember when they came here, he had a nice colorway for that Curry 4, which is a nice shoe. He had a nice Maverick colorway. He refused to put that. When he took him out of the box, he looked at him, threw him away.
Oh, man. What size was it? Was it 15?
Nah, that's a 10.5.
Oh, 10. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, so, and my thing is, I guess it's a respect thing, but I don't know how I would feel about that, but I wouldn't care. I mean, it's a nice shoe, but a lot of guys do take that to heart because it looks like you're saying, hey, you're the man and I'm not.
Man, I mean, yeah, that's how they used to take it, you know. But, you know, it's a different age in the NBA now. Everybody's more than happy to trade jerseys and shoes and all that cute stuff. Real quick, I guess last question. Best interview you've had?
Best interview. Well, of course, everybody thinks the LeBron deal because of what happened.
Right.
That's actually my least favorite because I got so many people in New York that hate me right now. That is the weirdest thing I never mentioned. Because he said New York should have got him and New York was stupid or whatever. So it looks like I was against New York as well in the interview. So
he said it, but they're mad at you.
I'm going to screenshot you my direct messages I got from New York fans.
Please do.
I've been called. It's been horrible. But I would say my favorite interview. Oh man, I did one with Steph before he became like the big thing, which was pretty cool. The day he signed with Under Armour, I did that interview. That was cool. Man, I don't know, man, because it's a lot of them. But I would say my favorite person interview. It's the most random. He's not a random player. I'm not calling him random, but Jeff Green. Jeff Green is a Jordan brand guy. He also has a crazy PE collection as well. But Jeff Green, because he's been with like 4 different teams, and it always helps me out because every team he goes to has a big caliber player, so I'm able to talk to him because of Jeff. Because Jeff will get out because those players talk. Right. And then they'll say, hey, that dude was talking about kicks. And then I'll say, hey, do you got time? Because, you know, Jeff. And Jeff say, yeah, he's cool. So Jeff Green is probably my favorite person to interview. But my favorite interview, I would say this year, was with KD. Because, you know, KD doesn't really talk sneakers on video.
Right.
And I got him to talk about sneakers. We talked about the Jordan 1, which is my favorite sneaker, of course. But we talked about the Jordan 1, and he complained about how he was the first one that we seen in public with the off-whites, if you guys remember. Last year during the finals, he had those off-whites on, those ones. And he talked about how he met, you know, Virgil and all that stuff, and they had a shoe ready for him, which is rare in his size. But I would say KD. And I also say for you guys out there in Detroit, Andre Drummond is pretty cool as well. Drummond is definitely cool. I remember the day Drummond signed with Jordan Brand. If you go to Sneaker Watch, that interview, that's when that news got released when I did the interview with him. And he said he signed with Jordan Brand. So Drummond is definitely one of my favorites because he's a big Jordan guy. His favorite shoe is the 1 and the 13 as well.
I mean, I met him twice, and I wasn't too thrilled about either run-in. But
well, I'll say this. Those players are a little different. You got to catch them at the right moment. A lot of them that you think are jerks aren't jerks. And it's something like, for instance, LeBron's probably the nicest guy that you can ever meet. And I say that, and it sounds crazy. But you'll never hear a fan say LeBron did this and did this. It's just the people that are around LeBron that you got to worry about.
Ah, okay. I see what you're saying. his inner
So
circle.
other than that, man, I definitely think LeBron's one of my favorites.
All right. Oh, I got one more question. One more question before I let you go. One more. This is the last one, I swear. What's the consensus-wise in the NBA? Who has the best sneaker that everybody either likes or wants to play in?
Paul George. Not even close.
Okay.
Not even close. Kyrie was the year before. Kobe is always going to be a favorite. But Paul George, I promise you right now, in the Clippers locker room, there's 6 guys wearing Paul George's shoe today.
Right.
Yeah, Paul George's shoe is the easy pick. I don't know because it's the easiest or the cheapest to make.
But that's so hard to put on, man. I mean, once you get them on, they're comfortable. But get them on your foot.
Yeah, Paul George is by far. Like, and every player I've asked that, they love his shoe, how it looks. It's not even about how it fits, it's how it looks. So Paul George is definitely right now number one. And Kyrie is getting there. The problem with Kyrie is it's a real light shoe to most people. But Paul George is that strap. I don't know, maybe it's the strap on that shoe, but Paul George is a favorite by far.
Right. Well, I'm kind of glad Guru wasn't here because I guarantee you this whole interview would have been just all about LeBron, Cleveland, and Kyrie.
Tell him don't take it serious. Don't take it serious. Those guys are good friends. Trust me. After Kyrie played here, believe it or not, I looked at his phone and you could see clearly who he was texting. That was his boy. LeBron's his dude, man. They don't hate each other. For all the people out there think they hate each other, did y'all not watch the first game of the year when they shook hands? They did their formal handshake.
Right.
As if they knew.
Right. Well, that's what's up. No, I'm definitely, man, if this show, we're running a little late, so there's so many questions I want to ask you. I guess I'll just ask you off the air, or we just get you back on the show again sometime soon.
Anytime soon, definitely. Anytime. I support you guys. You guys are everything. Man, I'm proud of all of you. Like I said, Caesar introduced me to a couple of you guys. I follow all you guys on Instagram. You guys keep doing what you're doing. All you guys are unique. Like I said, I love how you guys, work with each other on the show. You guys bounce off each other perfectly. It's a good team. The jump that you guys made, I'm glad you guys are able to be sponsored. I mean, that's big, especially from our race and that standpoint.
Right.
You guys are a rare commodity out there. And like I said, you guys keep it going, man, because I want to look up one day and I want to be able to say, man, these dudes are performing a show, doing a show here at the stadium, man. I want to see something like that. It'll be a first.
And
like I said, it's going to happen. You guys keep doing what you guys doing, and you don't worry about the haters. I know there's haters out there. I'm not going to say any names on Instagram that try to copy, duplicate. Nobody can duplicate what you guys are doing. So shout out to you guys, man, and y'all keep holding down for the sneaker minute because we need you guys.
Spread the good gospel of the sneaker box to the athletes you talk to.
I will.
And if you follow anybody on the show, you got to follow the Sauce Goddess, MJ. She just walked in. Definitely got to follow her.
I think I do follow her. I think one time I gave a comment, and I don't know, maybe she blocked me. I don't know. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Now, I'll make sure I follow everybody. I'll make sure right now, man. I'll follow. I know I follow majority. I think I do follow her, but I'll make sure, though.
Yeah. Follow Francis 313. He's looking like I just left him out.
Tell him right now, you guys got my Instagram, so just show him my Instagram and just tag,
okay.
And I'll make sure I follow every last one of them.
Will do, sir.
I have a quick yes or no question for him.
Oh, real quick.
Real quick, he's got to answer yes or no. The Xbox One X, is it worth getting if you don't have a 4K TV? Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay, that's it.
I'm getting it.
And I have PS4 and an Xbox One X. I have both, and right now the Xbox One X is all to work.
Okay.
That's what's up.
And if you get online, if you get an Xbox One, you can join the game with me one day. I do this thing called with the Battlegrounds with the NBA players. There's a couple of NBA players that play with me pretty much every night if I'm on. You guys should join in on it one day. That'd be a little cool deal.
That's 2 oohs in this interview so far. I just want you to know.
Let's get that going, man. I want to see the Sneaker Box podcast versus the NBA players and maybe me, or get some random just sneaker people out there that even fans, man. I want everybody to get on and play. We play 2K, Team Up. Call of Duty is the biggest game right now for us, and when Battleground come out, we'll be playing that.
Oh, we definitely gonna set that up. I'm gonna call you after the show. Listen. Jumpman had to jump in.
Did you just make a song out of it?
But I appreciate you as always, man. Thank you for making the time. I know we was running late, but I appreciate you jumping on here anyway.
Oh, man, I appreciate it. Hey, you guys got me away from this tragedy of a game that's about to happen, man. The Mavericks are bad, so I got away from that. That's the best thing that could have happened, I guess.
Right. No, but I'm proud of you too, man. I'm following and I'm proud of everything you do as well. So it's just.
Oh yeah, like I said, man, it's mutual, man. Like I said, I love everything you guys are doing. Keep doing what you guys do. I will make sure I keep tabs right there when I'm traveling. I make sure y'all latest shows on our page. It's all love, man. Like I said, I'm glad what you guys are doing. Keep it going, man. Just keep it going.
Oh, yeah,
just for the community. Don't care what nobody else say, man. For people in media, you guys are media. You may not believe that, but you guys are a part of the media.
Right.
And you guys have an opportunity to do something big that nobody's done with sneakers. So just keep doing it.
Well, yeah, tell the rest of the crew I said what up,
it's
too.
It's going to happen. Trust me. Remember we talked a year ago about this. Look where you guys are at.
That's true. That's true.
So keep it going.
Tell the rest of the crew I said what up.
I will, man. They're everywhere right now, man. We got everybody's doing different things right now. We got a comic book guy now that's working on something with Marvel, and man, there's some weird stuff going on, man. Yeah, I'm like at first I was kind of like the name, and now I'm just like, he just does interviews. All the other ones are doing big things. We got a chef now and all this stuff, so pretty big things, man. Like I said, it's good to have a group of just diverse, different individuals like you guys that like different things. So it's huge. But like I said, shout out to Sneaker Box Podcast.
No, appreciate it, bro. All right, well, we're going to try to run out of here real quick, but I'm going to call you either sometime later today or tomorrow.
You got to get him back on.
Yeah, we definitely got to get you back on.
Definitely, man. Maybe I can work out something to get a three-way call, but it's possible. I can try to see if I can get somebody special to come on with me.
Dude, yeah. If you can do that, yeah.
It'll be a surprise. I won't tell you who it is, but it'll be a surprise.
When I pay your Colonel for 1 month.
No, don't do that, man. That'll help, man. I can get some of these shoes that are released.
All right, man. Appreciate you.
Hey, I appreciate you guys.
Thank you.
Sit.
All right, now.
Peace.
That was Chris Henderson from Mo Sports Talk, one of the biggest sports journalists in Dallas, Texas, or in the Dallas, Texas area. He's definitely, I see him so many times at the Mavericks games. Like, he's hanging out with Mark Cuban and whatnot. Like, he's definitely doing his thing. Follow him. I believe his social media is Chendo. That's SeeHendo. Yep. He also has his YouTube channel where he posts all his interviews. Definitely subscribe to that channel. Give him a thumbs up. Leave a comment. One of my favorite people, man. One of the realest dudes in the game right now. But anyway, release dates. Brought to you by Sneaker Bar Detroit, the #1 source of sneaker news and release dates.
All right. Today's Saturday, December 2nd. We have the Air Jordan 6 UNC, the 13 GS Italy Blue, the 32 Low Win Like 82 Bulls, the Nike Little Penny Posit 1. Hey, Penny. Sneaker Room.
You said it like he was actually walking by. Right. Hey, Penny.
The Sneaker Room Kyrie 3 Mom Collection. In store and available online today in about 15 minutes on thesneakerroom.com. We got the acronym in Nike Lunar Force 1 general release. We have the Concepts in Nike SB Dunk High ugly sweater sold exclusively at Concepts. We have the Hannon and Adidas New York Dark Storm, the Size exclusive Adidas NMD R1 neon orange. We have the Future in Reebok for Akazi Triple Black. We have the limited EDT Reebok Workout Plus. We have the Pata and Vans Skate High Pack exclusively at Pata Amsterdam and London locations. We have the Kith and Montclair and Asics Joe Light 3 collection, part 1.
Amazing.
We have the Moon Eyes Van collection. This is December 3rd. Exclusively at the 26th annual Yokohama Hot Rod custom event. We got the You Gotta Eat Like This Ewing 33 High Sushi. Sold exclusively at the H-Town Sneaker Summit in Houston, Texas. On December 4th, we have the Pata and Vans Skate High Pack, which is an online release only. On December 5th, we have the Slam Jam and Cali, Thornhill, DeWitt, and Converse Urban Utility Collection.
It's pronounced Gordon.
I think you just wanted to, I was doing so well. I think you just, like, your hand was on there, and you was like, because in my mind, I'm like, wow, I'm doing a great job. And we have the Travis Scott and Nike Air Force 1 Low. On Wednesday, December 6th, we have the Air Jordan 9 Boot Olive. We have the Adidas EQT Cushion ADV in dark gray and black pink. And Thursday, the 7th, we have the Nike Air Vapor Max Jewel Pack exclusively on the Sneakers app. Nike Flyknit Trainer Olive, Nike Nike SF Air Force 1 High Sage, Nike LeBron 15 New Heights, Nike KD 10 Multicolor, Nike Women's Air Max 95 Pony Pack, Nike women's Air Force One Amazing.
Amazing.
Shine. We have the Nike Air Force One Low Country Camo Pack. The concepts in Nike SB Dunk High Ugly Sweater, the global release. Air Jordan Retro 1 Rust Pink, ? We have the Air Jordan Retro 1 NRG Igloo, ?
Because it's going to be released on Art Basel, but it didn't give an exact.
Art Basel, Miami.
Yeah, it's between the 7th and the 10th, so I guess just keep an eye out between those 4 days.
And then we have the Adidas Originals Parallel Dimension series. Sounds like a good movie. Friday, December 8th, we have the Art Basel exclusive, the Edition Boutique. Is that 10? Is that X of 10? 10 Leaning Way of Wade 6.
Whoa.
Sold at the...
It's pronounced Gordon.
What?
What was that? It was like tingling.
That's what it is.
Lening?
But I said 10 first.
Oh, did you?
And then Lening.
Oh, okay.
Sold at the Edition's Toe Jam. Oh, has this got something to do with you? The Toe Jam backlot pop-up shop? And on the 9th, we have the Air Jordan 11 Win Like 96. Adidas Yeezy Power Phase Gray. Invincible, the Consortium Pack. Kith and Montclair A6 Gel Light, that's the collection part 2. And then the Art Basel's 10 Lening Way of Wade 6. Also at Caesar's Toe Jam Backlot Pop-Up Shop. There's a number of shoes releasing overseas with no set release date, including the Nike Air Force One Low Country Camo Pack, Nike Air Force One 07 Premium Split. Stay tuned to sneakerbardetroit.com for more sneakers and release dates. Now to my favorite part of the show.
Why wouldn't it be? That's what I want to know. Why would it not be your favorite part of the show? And of course, your favorite part of the show and mine is the Sneakerbox Podcast, Lady Sneakerheads of the Week, brought to you by At Chicks with Heat. And Caesar, where would I find At Chicks with Heat?
On Instagram.
Yes.
Oh,
yes,
the
indeed.
The gram.
The gram, yes.
According to the sauce cutters.
Gram, an 8-ball, whatever. Yeah.
Hey. Hi.
Okay, sorry.
He just woke up.
I got to send a little love. And first I got to say I'm glad she got her medical card. Got to send some love to High Steez. My Latin love, Daniela Alessandra. You know what they really say, Francis? You know what they say?
What is it?
If you can touch them, they're real. Roses are real. Gotta send her a little love. Was that look for me or was that look for something else? Your mic is off, so now you can say it. I turned it back on.
That was a picture you sent Francis earlier.
Yeah. Moving on.
A bunch of fruit, satin sheets.
You slide off those satin sheets, especially when you're oiled up a little bit. It's not a good sight.
I knew you was not going to just walk away from
No, you send me the the softballs there. Gotta take a swing. She's my little sorceress. She's Wizard Melly, because she dropped a bunch of vowels. Wizard Melly.
Like Wizard Kelly from, remember that?
Yeah.
Proud Family? The guy with no head. The guy with no head.
Why are we bringing it's like the second cartoon I've yet to watch.
And then
And I feel like I gotta go back and
I
watch.
just saw online the PJs.
Well, now.
Oh, the PJs was
It
funny.
only aired for 2 years.
PJs were hilarious. Party in my mattress. Okay, sorry.
This next one, this is a first, I gotta tell you, and this is way before any of your time, but I got a sound clip for the next one.
Justin's right. Oh, you can call me Ray, or you can call me Jay, or you can.
Anybody remember this?
Tasting light beer, just say natural.
It was an ad
What
for.
70s sitcom was this?
No, it wasn't a sitcom. It was a commercial for Natural Light Beer, which I don't think they make anymore. There was a guy that would say, "Oh, you can call me Ray, and you can call me Jay." So I got to send a little love to J. Ray.
And if she cares enough, she just got the saucy thumb of approval.
Ooh,
from
did
MJ.
she?
Yes.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I see a little lady love here.
She gets the saucy step of approval.
Oh, moving on.
The sauce stamp.
I want to see her curriculum vitae, her vitae. She's Tiana CV. Curriculum vitae, it's kind of like a resume.
Oh, look, she's in school.
Yeah. Oh. And I know it's a little unconventional, but here on the air I need to say, yes, Jules. Yes, I will. Wait, no, that wasn't the question. Got to give a little love to Yes, Jules. And those are this week's. I'm sorry, she what?
There's a special video of her on the internet.
Really?
You'll send me the link, and maybe I will say yes. Oh my.
Excuse me. In the
Human resources. Wow. So write it down for me. Don't email it because then there won't be a trail. So those are this week's Sneakerbox Podcast, Lady Sneakerheads of the Week, brought to you by @ChicksWithHeat on Instagram. Wow. And now I see the video.
Wow.
Man, oh man, oh man, oh man. I'm going to take a moment of silence for myself. Oh, wait, that was me.
No. Oh, God.
Oh, that's
all right. So
wrap up the show.
That's all I got. You guys have a great week. We'll see you next week.
Yes, sir. Oh, man. All right. Shout outs. We got to shout out our sister shows. The Monday Midso, Molly, Daniel, Buckeye, OG.
Sup, guys?
Oh, no. Chris from the Unbox app. Man, yeah, they missed you too. I just talked to, who did I talk to this week? I think I talked to everybody with Molly this week. You just missed it too because I had to do the fight song at the beginning of the show.
It's on Instagram. You can go watch it.
Yeah. Oh God. So anyway, shout out to those guys. Check them out they didn't do a show this past Monday due to the holidays, but they'll be back this Monday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on their YouTube channel, The Monday Midso. You also check out the Soul Food Sneaker Show on Wednesday. Is it 8 or 8:30? I want to say it's 8:30.
Probably 8-ish.
8-ish. It's just like 8-ish. There you go. 8-ish on their YouTube channel. Did I say this? It's Talking Kicks.
Yeah, Talking Kicks season 2.
Talking
right?
Kicks, Jesus.
Season 2?
I don't know. I'm trying to go off the head right now, but yeah, it's Talking Kicks season 2. Got Beer Jedi, Cadillac, OG Sneakers. Shout out to those guys. Also, you got the He Hoarders. Those are my favorite dudes. Actually, I think I'm gonna get them on the show. I think it'll be our first guest of the new year. Coming up in January.
151? Oh,
no. Episode 151. So no, shout out to those guys. Am I missing anybody? Oh, yeah, Sneaker Files, duh. Sneaker Files, check them out on their YouTube channel. Shout out to Brookie Doo and all those guys. Anyway, remember to use Crip Protect, the only brand that protects you from head to toe, because they got the hat protectant and the sneaker protector. They are the official partners of the Sneakerbox Podcast. Use them to clean and protect your shoes from anything life or nature throws at it. Get the most out of your sneakers and practice safe stunting. Go to crepprotect.com. And I'm super mad right now because everybody's in London right now enjoying the city, and I'm still in Detroit. But you know what? Paris might be next year, so I might be out there with them. But our Jumpman's word of the day. You want to do it?
No, I don't. Before we get to that though, I just wanted to thank everyone that helped us get to episode 150.
Yes.
Today it's the Sesquicentennial.
Yes.
So
Sesquicentennial.
Sesquicentennial.
Spell that out. I want to see what that looks like spelled out.
SESQUICENTENNIA.
Okay, I might need the phonetic spelling of that.
So everyone, thank you for helping us get here.
Yes.
Yeah, we could. None of this is possible
every
without
guest
you.
that we've ever had on, any person that's ever called, thank you.
Yes.
And here's to ever sat down and interviewed with the show.
Yes, all our guests
and everybody that listens every week
since the basement, especially the ones since the basement, man. That's a loyal fan base right there, man. We were almost at 50,000 downloads for the month too, by the way.
I talked to Brandon Rogers earlier. He said he's been listening since episode 20. So.
Yes, he's definitely one of. He's one of our field reporters.
He wants his crap. I'm gonna tell you about that.
Oh yeah, I know. I got it. Jesus.
So thank you.
I'm so behind on
for everybody. So.
Yes. So definitely shout out to everybody, man. Much love to y'all, especially the crap who's helped us tremendously. I mean,
we couldn't
went
get
from the basement to going to cities to. Lord knows, well, we know we're going to January, but I'm going to hold that close to the chest.
Thank you.
She's rolling her eyes as if she's not going.
No,
I mean, I know it's not Starbucks,
no,
but.
I was just rolling rolling my eyes because you can't hold water.
I haven't said anything yet. I just hinted that we're doing something, but I'm not gonna say just yet.
So we're in this Sesquicentennial episode.
Jesus. We're never gonna get that word right ever. We can go another 150 episodes and not get that word right.
Oh, I forgot it already.
But
I can only repeat it right after he says it, but like I can on my own, it's like out the door.
But shout out to White Ranger too. Like he has been so vital to us and our success, man. I'm definitely sure we wouldn't be this far without him.
And Julian.
Yeah, and Julian.
The intern.
Yeah, the intern. Yeah, because he's so vital to the show. But no, so I love. Yeah, Guru, Jumpman, everybody that's been a part of the show at one point in time. Most everybody's played a role, man. So 150. Yeah, a few nameless people, like Voldemort. But anyway, but no, really, shout out to everybody that's been a part of the show. Everybody that's been a part of the show's success. 150 episodes is like definitely a feat for us. I'm chasing the ghost of OSD Live right now because they got like 365. So we're like almost halfway there. But hopefully we can make that mark and, just kind of just take the mantle and pick it up and run with it like they did. So anyway, here's to another 150 episodes. We'll see you guys next week.
Jumpman's word.
Yes, Jumpman's word. The 2 most important days in your life are the day you were born and the day you found out why. Mark Twain. I am Jumpman Bostic. And Caesar let me be him in basketball. That was Jumpman Bostic right there. He came in just to say that. That was his words, not mine. Anyway, we'll see you guys next week. Episode 151. We love y'all. We out. Peace.
Johnson's right.
Oh, you can call me Ray, or you can call me Jay, or you can
For a great tasting light beer, just say natural.
But you doesn't have to call me Johnson.